Good evening, everyone. Welcome on into the stream. Good to have you all join us. We've got lots of people here all ready and waiting for our Wurm Roulette stream today. Let me just have a look at who all we have in here. So, of course, Antierg, my eternal jokester, alliance member and neighbor. Then we have Spaz, hello, and Ran, good to see you guys, and Spy in Black, hello, hello. Du Jensen, good to see you, enjoy your dinner. Tuxie and Drogos, good to see you as always. Big Amish, welcome on in. Big Amish, maybe we will gradually convert you to a Wurm player. We shall see, we shall see. Both me and Antwerk will work on you, right, Antwerk? We shall. And then, of course, we have Stonemain, hello, and another Happy Panda, good to see you. I should go to Harvest Moon on release, says another Happy Panda. Is there some kind of like a event over there, or is it just like a deed? Is that your deed over on release? And hello, Ismith, good to see you. Welcome on in. You're in bed? Oh, you're ill in bed. Oh no, Ismith, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it's nothing serious and just like a sort of common cold, and that's all. Hello, Sirrokalot, welcome on in. Holland calling, says Sirrokalot. And Old Crazy Uncle, welcome on in as well. It's your old deed, says another Happy Panda. I see, I see. So guys, you know the drill. What do we do on Tuesdays? We play Wurm. And what do we do in Wurm? We go and explore areas I've never been to before in this game. This game has, what was it, 2,500 square kilometers of space and wilderness, and I have not been to every nook and cranny of the game yet, even though I played the game for 7 years. And I'm just going to explain the same old spiel that I go through every time we have a Wurm Roulette, just so if there's like new people in the mix, they know what the hell is going on. So, Wurm Online, of course, is a Sandbox MMO, a 15-year-old Sandbox MMO, first created by Rolf and Notch. And those of you who feel that Notch is a familiar name, that could be because Notch later left the Wurm team after they made Wurm, and he went off to make Minecraft. So it's quite interesting that this is sort of like the father of Minecraft in a way, or like the early days, or like early, like, well, not really the father, but you know, well, maybe like a distant relative, something like that. But yeah, anyhow, there are a lot of similarities to Minecraft in this game, but we're not going to go into that today. We are going to go exploring. And you might be wondering why we have two different characters here. This is my old character, Milena, on the server of Xanadu. And she's going to have to do some cooking if we're going to... Actually, you know, I think she has pizzas, so she'll just grab a pizza piece. Then Safarina here on the server of Melody. And the reason we have two characters up and showing here is because the world of Wurm is sort of split into the northern and the southern Freedom Isles as far as PvE servers go. And the reason for that is because when there was the Steam launch for Wurm, even though Wurm was officially launched in 2006, it also had a Steam launch last summer, and they made a few new servers, and the old servers and the new servers are split, so we don't yet know which of these characters we're going to be going to explore with. But for that purpose, I do have some handy tools here. So I've got this little random picker wheel, our roulette wheel, to decide are we going to go to the northern or the southern isles. And again, northern are like the new servers, southern are the old servers. So let's just get going. We'll spin the wheel, see where fate takes us. So Northern Isles, that means we're going to be on the new servers today, and that means that these maps, we have two maps here. These are the old servers, PvE servers. These are the new ones. So I'm just going to shut down that map, and the next thing we have to decide is where we're going to be going here. So last week we were actually on the server of Harmony, and we explored this area here. We landed, or rather disembarked our ship over here. Then I went walking. I thought I was actually on this spot, but I wasn't. And then we went walking along, and then we swam across, and we went along the mountains there and had many little adventures, and then finally checked out Taiki's place, who is another Wurm streamer. And yeah, that was the last week's adventure. But where are we going to go this week, though? So let's just oh, by the way, this pink dot on the left, that's where I live on the new server, so Melody, and that is where we are located, our alliance that has me and the Factional Fight Brothers and Antirk and Viking and Seren and a whole bunch of other wonderful people. Du Jensen also lives with us now these days as well. So let's press this magical button and see where the marker is going to land. And it landed on a blue area. We don't want to go to a blue area because that's already all explored. So let's just press this again. 3, 2, 1. Another blue area. And that's kind of in the water. It's sort of like on the edge of whether I would think of that as like a valid location. But it's been a while since we've been to Melody, so maybe we could go to Melody today. We'll go and explore. You know what, guys? Remember there was like a few streams ago, I was having the sound difficulties, and I never actually marked this as done or like as explored because the whole stream went to crap because of the audio issues. So I remember we were in this area, and yeah. So what we could do maybe is, so we started to explore this island, and then we never finished because it just wasn't worth streaming. So I'm wondering, maybe what we could do is try and get this corner finished off today. We could actually sail over to this island this time. We're not, and then what we'll do is we'll just explore around the area and just see what's there. So I think basically what we did during that stream is we got to this part, we went through here, then swam across and explored this island, just a little like the bottom left corner of it. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do today. So let me just take a screenshot of that and we'll put it over into Photoshop and just update that map and just clip that. So Melody it is today. And yeah, let's get this upper right corner, this northeast corner done. So Melody, like so. And then just update that onto the stream as well. Good, and then we can shut down Photoshop. Let's also mark that. And we can say goodbye to Milena, by the way. She doesn't have to make any food after all. And we'll just expand this with Safarina and mark it on the map where we're going to go. And so the spot that the marker lands on is the spot that we're going to actually plant a sign on. So let's just see now. That would be this little part that comes out here. Let's just add an annotation here, like so. It's going to be right on the shoreline. Good. And then what we have to do next is we have to actually she doesn't have any wooden signs. Last time we stole one of my signs from over here. I don't think I have any extra ones. I can check quickly my. I guess I could grab one over here. Again, I'm ill-prepared, guys. Bad cats. Actually, you know what? We'll take this one. Is that a large or small? That's a small sign? We'll grab... Oh, that's a small sign too. Okay, we're just going to build a sign then. That shouldn't take us too long. Yeah, I forgot to make some signs, guys. So we want to plant a sign and then claim the KatsPurr was here on that spot. So let's just make a sign quickly. Let me see. Wood. There's our wood. And hello Viking, welcome on into the stream, and Meridian, welcome, good to see you back. And hello Silly Rhombus, welcome back to the stream. This Valheim gameplay looks a little different. Please tell me it updated, by the way. I did update, let me just check here. Did it not update? Edit stream info, Wurm Online, So is it not showing the proper game on Twitch? Let's just see. Because first Antirg I just thought Antirg was joking around. I just thought Antirg Wurm Online, it is showing properly. So you guys are just joking around because I've been streaming Valheim so much, right? Yeah, that's what you guys are doing. You guys are just joking around, pulling my leg. Yeah, because if if one person says it, then you're like, oh, they're just being silly. But if two people say it, then you're like, hold on, now hold on. Is my stream not updated to the correct game? And yeah, Tuxie confirms that it does say Wurm Online.
What game is this? I don't know, but it looks awesome.
And of course, the Factional Fight Brothers are back. And admit it, guys, you love that I keep the Factional Fight Brothers only in my Wurm streams. It's like it's a rare treat for you, isn't it? It is. You love it. Admit it, guys. You love it. As much as you've complained that I don't have them always active, but it makes, what was it? Distance makes the heart go fonder or something like that. And of course, if somebody out there does not know who the Factional Fight Brothers are, they are the most famous Wurm streamers and YouTubers, and they're the one stream that I never want to miss. They usually stream on Sundays. Let me just
Hello,
see.
my name's Brian. That's my brother Adam.
Wait. I think we're on the wrong stream.
Now, let's grab... hold on. What do we need to make a large sign? Let's see. Let me just make the UI a bit larger as well so you guys can see something also. So you can sort of share in this experience of making a wooden sign. Maybe just a bit bigger. Not sure how well you guys can see that, but hopefully you can at least see it better now. So, what do we need to make a large sign? We need, I believe it was a shaft and a wooden plank. Let's just check. Sign. Large sign is small nails and a plank. So, do we have small nails and planks? Let's see. Small nails, we do. Let's grab one of those. Then, thank you so much for the follow, Based Prioritian. Welcome on into the stream. And I will catch up with the rest of you. I'll also need to still scroll back and see what you guys were saying a bit earlier. Planks. Let's grab a few planks. And then, what else did it need the recipe? It needs additional items, a shaft, a single shaft. So 2 planks in total. So we can just grab the rest of these and just put them back. And then a single shaft, which should be, do I have any shafts? I do. Good. There's a shaft. Good. And we shall just put one of these, put one of these. Large sign. He is tricky, Big Hamish. He is. That Antirg. Such a rascal. Such a rascal. So now we have an unfinished large sign. Then we'll just grab the rest of our materials and just combine that together. Oh, Spaz in Valheim, when you see the rock move and you realize it's a wild boar. That's happened to me in Valheim. Like, I'm always like looking at like dark lumps and assuming that it is like when suddenly moves, it's like, oh, that was a boar. That's actually happened to me. Then the plank, and then it will be ready. We also need to drink. We need to get our food situation into order. Another happy panda asks, does the game still have bear sharks? I've heard of bear sharks, I just don't know what the heck they are. So now we have our large sign, but the way that the signs work in Wurm is that the higher the quality, the more characters you can write in. And if I just try to write in, rename this now to, the whole phrase is not going to fit. So KatsPurr / Safarina was here, and today is March 2nd. So there it ends. I cannot fit March in there. So what we have to do now, we got that much in, we have to now improve this a little bit. So it's only, the quality is only 14.50 out of 100. So we shall grab a log here and do a little bit of improving. So you can improve the quality in this game all the way to 100. And let's grab, so there's the quality column. Let's grab a 45 quality log and then just improve this now a bit. And I should actually, just so that this goes a bit faster, let me just cancel that. And I need to drink because she's completely parched. And that means that all of her actions are going to be super slow as well. And let me also get her to eat. So that green line there is her nutrition, and she's very, very starved as well. So actually, let's just eat first. I'll eat a little bit of the fighting affinity foods, and then she'll fill her tummy with just like garbage food. Let's see, where is my... We want... Maybe they were actually up here higher. Aggressive fighting for a few hours. And that's going to make, if she fights like mobs, her skill will go up faster. If she's eaten affinity food, so she's got over 4 hours of timed affinity for aggressive fighting, and now she's got about 4 hours for fighting as well. And now, just to fill up that bar, let's have her eat some just crap food here. And have that fill up. And then when she builds, she should build much, much faster this time. Viking says, Taiki, my favorite drunken player. So has Taiki bought a lot of alcohol from you, Viking? Antirk was acting all innocent there, using the emoji and then laughing at me. Oh, you guys teasing me. Viking says, Antirk is a silly little hobbish. And hello there, Based. So my YouTube channel brought you here. Well, very lovely to have you join us here live, an actual live stream. So good to have you join us. So Based, do you play any Wurm yourself? Or was it through a Valheim video that you found me? Because I have been streaming the crap out of Valheim lately, and I need to upload all those streams, but I've honestly been streaming it so much that I've gotten kind of lazy uploading them, to be honest. So now our tummy is full, and now we've drunk water. That's all good. And now when we go to improve this, it's actually going to go, the progress bar is going to go a little bit faster. Good. And hello, Jincheko. Tuxie, you thought that I went to that area before, somewhere near it. Yeah, you remember correctly. Yeah, you were probably saying that before I was explaining that. Yeah, that's right. But we're going to go a different route this time so that we don't have to look at the same places. We shall do that. We'll check out other. I do remember exactly where we went that time, so we'll try and avoid those areas so we don't have this deja vu experience. So now we got it up to 23, and what we need next is a carving knife to improve it further. Now, do I have my carving knife here, or do I have to grab it from my inventory? Let's just see. Carving knife is not there, at least. Is it in this chest? Carving knife, there we go, and we'll grab the better quality one and then just improve this further. And then we're probably going to need a file and a mallet as well. And where is my file? Is it here? Yes, it's there. Good. And Jinjiko is saying, man, I can hear WoW songs in the background. It's very nostalgic. And speaking of songs, by the way, before the stream started, one of you was asking about the music. Let me just see who it was again. Of that second song that was playing. So that one was... Where is this message now? Oh, it was Snowman asking, this song, wow, from what game is it? So that song that you were admiring is from the album There Came an Echo. The artist is Big Giant Circles, and the title of the song is Outside the Realm, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous song. That's why I've taken this habit of now playing these two songs when my stream starts, and then once this one is playing, I then turn on the randomize after that on Spotify, because I think it's worked out quite nicely, guys. I don't know how you guys feel, but I've quite enjoyed having those two songs play as a habit for when my Wurm stream starts. I think it has a quite nice atmosphere starting the stream that way. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question. And Viking is selling alcohol and beer. Keep your stamina up, climb the highest mountains, and swim for longer. It even gives affinity, help you with your achievements, and tastes good. Vikings Brewery, established 1095 in the Northern Islands. Very nice little advertisement, Viking. Oh, she hasn't bought enough from you. So, you just started getting into Wurm Online. You used to play Wurm Unlimited for a bit a few years back, right? Well, welcome on into the game. I love Wurm. And I can't really even see myself ever stopping this game until it or if it ever shuts down. But from what I've understood, there's not really the danger of this ever shutting down, because even if it were to do much worse than it is now, they could still afford to run the servers. So I feel pretty secure with this game, and it's been running for 15 years already, so why would they stop now, right? How is the sign going? We're now at 30 quality. Now we need the mallet. We can see from this little icon of what item we need to use to improve it with. Once we get to about 35 quality, I mean, we could try already and see how many characters we can fit into this now. So before we could only fit these words. Let's just see if we can fit some more. Saffron was here. March, can we fit the word of March? We can. And today is March 2nd. 2021. Oh, it's fitting now. We don't have to improve it further. There we go. Yeah, so it's a pretty interesting little system that your that the quality of the sign determines how long of a phrase you can actually write in there. Now let's get our stuff prepared. And where's my horse? There's my roulette horse. Let's just put these oats away. Then we will put the cucumber seeds away. Then we need to get her armor. Her armor is over here. And let's just grab all the studded stuff. Studded armor here. And then just put that all on. Good. Then we'll put the stuff away that we don't need for our trip. Leave the rake here, leave the scythe here. I think the rest of the stuff we can take with us. Do the repairs on our sickles and equip them. Good. What else do we have to do? Oh, we need to take some garbage food with us, and also, do I have my alcohol? We need Vikings vodka with us. For sure, in case we have to do some mountain climbing. And did I have my picnic basket here? Oh, yes, I do. Let's grab a couple of meals. Stick those into the food compartment. Thank you so much for the follow, Finlandia. Welcome on into the stream. Always a pleasure to meet another Finn here in my stream. It's not that often actually that Finns find their way here. To be honest, it's always a little bit surprising. So actually, I do have my vodka with me, so that's all good to go. Let's check through the other stuff that I'm gonna need. Let's just fill up the water jug. Fill. We're going to put these old gate locks away so they're not weighing me down for my trip. Put those away. Cotton. We should probably gather a little bit more cotton in case, so you can use cotton in the game to actually use it kind of like bandages. So let's grab 16 cotton and hold on. Oh, I didn't have that many. Okay, let's just grab the rest of those. That'll do. And we'll just combine the cotton so we can just do our healing just from that one bunch, and we don't have to use the different specific ones. Good. What else do we need? We have our tent, Randy tent. We've got our, let's just put this in alphabetical order actually. We have our cotton, we have our booze, we have our food, our water, our tent. The wooden sign is of course here in my inventory. Let me just put it into the correct compartment. So wooden sign goes there. Taming grass we won't need today. And the horse gear is already on the horse, and we won't be packing up our horse today because we're of course staying on Melody. I think we're ready to go, guys. So we're just going to lead our horse. Horses can actually follow you right into the water. You can lead them around as you're sailing. So we're just going to hop onto our ship, raise the anchor, and lead the horse behind, and the horse will actually swim behind the ship, which is pretty cool. Hello, J-Popper. The adventure begins. Yes, that's right. That's right. And J-Popper, well, Wurm is always going to get paid for your 2 premium characters at least. And there we go. We'll set sail, unfurl the sails, and we shall be off. And there's the horse running, well, swimming actually behind the ship. Poor little thing. And looks like the wind is really pushing us along nicely as well. And Oh, you know what we should take, guys? Let me just turn around quickly. You know what we need is some tar. Because her lantern actually doesn't have any tar. Doesn't have any fuel in it, so we'll just go and grab that tar quickly. Gatling, hello. What song is going on now? Gatling asks. This would be England from the industrial era of civilization. I can't really see which civilization this is. VI, so the sixth civilization, if that was the song you meant. And Spaz, you finally got the thatched roof on your barn. Congratulations, after all that work. Fantastic, so you got your thatching finally high enough. And yeah, that's a very wonderful achievement, because of course it's a lot of work to get your thatching all the way up there. So tar, we need a little bit of tar. Let's grab that from here. Tar. We'll just grab a couple of these, combine that, and then let's fuel our lantern. And I should have my lantern here in the tools section. I don't need that yellow potion with me. We'll put that away. Tools here. And we'll just fuel the lantern, which was a lovely gift from Elminster back on Harmony. Just light that up, and now we have some light. And that's better, because it's actually now, I think, is it morning or is it night right now? Time? It is 5. Okay, it's the morning time actually. That's fine then. But it could be nighttime by the time we're up in the mountains, so you don't want to be going up into the mountains in the dark, right? You want to be able to see where you're going. Yeah, now we're in a better situation. Good, and we can just turn off the UI. Oh, and we did I mark it on the map as well? I did, yes. Good. So where we're going today is we're staying on Melody. We're going to, so where we live right now is over here. That island there is that one that I have. And we're going to sail up through here, which is going to be up through here. And we're going to sail up along this shore, go up through here. We'll park the ship somewhere at this island, go and explore the entire island, swim over, and then we'll go and explore this area. So before we were sort of exploring this, but let's go and explore this a little bit before we go over here. Yeah, just so it's not the same stuff that we saw earlier on. Yeah. And hello Loommate, welcome on into the stream. Now let me just, as we're sailing, let me just and I could swear that same bear was there a week ago, guys. I could swear it's the same one. Nobody's bothered to kill it. It's still just like floating there in the water. Now as we're sailing, let me just catch up with what you guys are saying here in the chat. So Based, you're playing on Cadence. Nice, nice. Cadence is actually the server that I recommend new people go to when they start Wurm. So you made a very, very good choice there. And about Valheim Based, you were saying that it really is a great game, but it gets a little stale once you finish the content. Plus the game lags too much if you build terraform a lot. Not great for building cities. Oh, right. Yeah, I've heard that the more you terraform in Valheim, the more the data sort of like it has to like accumulate it has to keep track in the database of that, which feels like a very unpractical way to have that actually, or to have that coded in such a way. And so Loommate says, "Yay, Wurm! What's the adventure today?" So Loommate, the marker did land today. When we pressed this button, it landed here on the server of Melody, and so that's the area that we're going to go to. We're staying here on our home server today, and it is dawn now in Wurm. The sun has just risen. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. And man, I have to say, guys, I love Melody. It's such a cozy, cute little server, and it has so much personality with the shape of it. I just love the shape of the of how like there's this center area with all the high mountains and then all this water around. It's such a, it has so much personality, this little server. Yeah, but Cadence is still the one that I recommend to new players, just because on Cadence you can pretty much walk up any hill. Some of the areas here in Melody are quite hard to get up. So, and also there's very steep slopes going into the sea as well, which make it quite hard to like make a deed. I mean, it's possible, of course, but you have to do quite a bit of terraforming to get, like somebody could make a deed right here. Well, I guess somebody lives here, or else they've made a mine here, but still, it's a lot of work. Let's just go by here. Androgos asks, do you know if what you mine affects mine logic skill? I don't know, Drogos. Maybe somebody else in the chat knows. Hello, Big Sizzle. Welcome on into the stream. Good to have you join us. Are you a Wurm player as well, Big Sizzle? Oh, Gatling, right. So it's you've never played Civilization 6, but it was still a familiar song. Could it be just from watching my streams? I've been using the same playlist now for what seems like years. And by the way, guys, let's just circle around. I want to show you something. If you guys were at my Valheim stream yesterday, you would have seen that I was trying to make like a boathouse, and I'm going to just show you how you can do that here in Wurm, actually. So, this person, let's just see what this is called. This is, so they have not given a name to this building, which is a bit strange, actually. But basically, they have, let me just go and investigate. So, this is this little kind of boathouse here. And, of course, in Valheim, what we were noticing once I had gotten it constructed was that the boat actually physically, like, crashed into the sides of the walls. So you had to make it wide enough, the entrance. And there, we found that it was kind of impossible to make a little gate there. So what this person has, they have a portcullis, and then when they want to go out here, they can just come through with their gnar. So they seem to have a gnar, and then they have also a sailboat over there. You can just see the green gnar over there. And so in this game, regardless of the width of your boat, you can still fit through a single tile entrance, even though it like visually looks like it's crashing into the sides, but the collision is only like one tile wide. So this would have been like a dream to get something like this working in Valheim yesterday, but alas, I don't know what I'm going to do to protect my ship from the Grey Dwarves, if they can just get in through the opening. But yeah, that's something you can do in Wurm. You can make a little locked gate into the water and just sail through. Hello, Paul. Welcome on into the stream. Valheim update today. Just checking patch notes. Oh, really, Paul? So, do you have a link for the patch notes? Or I guess you're looking from Steam, right? Let me just see quickly. I'm interested to see this now. Let's see. Valheim. Small update patch notes, and let's just see what this is saying. I want to keep the view here. So somebody looks like they're building a very big building over there. Jumanji's Mansion. Jumanji's Mansion also. They haven't given a name yet. Those are just the default names that are created. What do we have over here? What is over here, by the way? So this person has, they have a horse market here. So they've got like the, so I'm also selling horses, but looks like I have a competitor quite close by. So they have the key numbers mentioned there, and then they have then they have a merchant here, like a merchant NPC probably, that you can fetch the keys from. That's a pretty nifty looking layout that they have going on here. Pretty nice little horse market. So indeed you can breed horses in this game and get like really good traits into them that make them go faster, and then you can sell those horses at markets. You can make your own market, so the person has like literally built this entire place here. And if you're seeing Wurm for the first time, everything you see is man-made. That all buildings and ships and bridges and everything. If the players didn't do anything, this would just all be wilderness. That's all it would be. Let's just have a look at these patch notes here, and let's just get unfurl that sail again. So today's patch has some huge changes to dedicated servers. Again, we are talking about Valheim here. Dedicated servers now always use direct connections instead of using Steam datagram relay. This should result in much lower latency for most players. Private dedicated servers are enabled by adding blah 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 to the server command line. You can only connect to private dedicated servers using the join IP button. Here's also a pretty nifty looking place. They've got a whole bunch of bridges here. Recanny's, what was it? Recanny's something. It's quite cool that you can build bridges in Wurm. And what is this place? Let me just slow down a bit. So they've got all of these beautiful ships. That one's called Rainbow in the Dark. That one's called Lavenderwood Corbita. That one's called Rose Respite Shipwright. And this person really, really likes the pottery bricks. And another ship over here, Perseverance, is what they've named that ship. Yeah, they like the red color, clearly. Okay, let's continue on our way. What else does it say here? The localization updates made Halder head turn smoother. Object network interpolation is skipped if object was far away. Solved issue with network players flying through the air when entering dungeons and exiting portals. Added public flag to dedicated server. Join IP button updated to allow for LAN connections. Dedicated servers use direct IP connection instead of SDR. Bone mass puke effect network fix. Okay, well I haven't done bone mass yet. That's the next boss I need to do. Updated dedicated server PDF manual. So they have an actual manual for that now, which sounds good. Prevent pickup items when entering portals. Lowered wolf procreation slightly. Lowered chance of boss trophy talking. Right. Yeah, I feel so. I have the first mob, or the first boss trophy, Eikthyr. I have his head up on my wall, and he does talk quite a bit. So that sounds like a good update. Because he scares the crap out of me from time to time, and I think like that there's like a monster there or something. And Big Sizzle asked, did you see that there's going to be a public dragon hunt on Harmony on Saturday? I didn't notice. I did not, no. I don't know, I'm not so much into the unique slayings myself for some reason. And welcome back, Viking. We could just turn off the UI. Spaz asks, do you guys meditate in front of your rug or on your rug? I have my character usually on top of the rug. I'm not sure if it makes any difference though. So Big Sizzle, you actually just started Wurm earlier this week. Nice! Welcome to Wurm. And Gatling, it's based on the old song Scarborough Fair. That's why you recognize it. Oh, I see. Ran, did someone say Sandcastle? Hello, Danish Beer. Welcome on into the stream. And Knight, hello. Almost everything you do in the game, digging, mining, masonry, imping items, etc., will raise mind logic. It's just slow. So you were answering that earlier question. I think it was Drogos who was asking that, right? And hello, Knight. Hello, Cyanide. Sweet Tooth, welcome on in. And Snowmane asks, do you have any tutorials on how to build bridges? Snowmane, I don't have a tutorial, but that might be a good tutorial to do sometime. So is there anything, like, have you tried yourself yet? And is there anything you're stuck on that we might be able to help you out with? Because we've all built, I think most of us have built bridges in this game, or most of us Wurmians who are in the chat, rather, I should say, have built bridges. So if you have any troubles with that, just let us know and we can help you out there. Hello, Kalania, good to see you. And hello, Lost Moon, welcome on in. And Du Johnson asks, a public dragon hunt? So are we all out looking for a dragon? Hello, Jameston, welcome on into the stream. So you tried to make a bridge, Snowmane, but you're so confused. Oh, Jinjaku is an actual bridge builder by profession. So there you go, we've got an expert in the house here. Spaz, why can't we just...
How did we get onto your stream?
Oh, must be logic.
Spaz, why can't we just learn to live in peace with the dragon? Aww. So I'm guessing Snowmane that you need 2 parts for that. So you need the pole. What was it called again? Let me just see here. Household items. You need the range pole. I'm guessing you have a range pole, and then you need the... Where is the tools? The dioptra. Of course, it's too big. I was passing it by. So you need the range pole and you need the dioptra. Do you have both? And Jameson asks, have I ever tried EVE Online? I sure have. I really, really enjoyed it, actually. And the only reason I stopped playing was because then Guild Wars 2 came out and I got quite distracted by that. And then while I was playing Guild Wars 2, then I discovered Wurm, and then the rest has been history. Oh, I need to actually put that little black thing up. I do. Let's just see. So you guys don't have to look at that Windows like upper part there. That's better. Much better. Yeah, Jameston. So why do you ask? Are you a big EVE Online player? Snowmane says, my objective is to build a bridge from one building to the other. Oh, well in that case, Snowmane, there's like there's a few special things you have to know. There's some special rules to that, and we can just open up Deed Planner and I can show you. So let's just go to Deed Planner here. Oh, actually this version of Deed Planner doesn't actually support the bridges. But basically this is what you need to know. So there cannot be, when you're attaching a bridge from one building to another, underneath the bridge there should not be any windows or any doors. If you want to have a door or window there later on, you can then tear down you need to have a plain wall there underneath. And then if in your design you actually wanted the door or window to be there, I'm not sure about windows. Yeah, I think windows also are a problem, to be honest. I think it was both windows and doors, and also like arches. So you just needed like a solid wall underneath when you're building the bridge on both sides. and all floors as well. I think it's all the way down to the ground. Now, if you want to add those elements afterwards, you can tear down that wall that's underneath the bridge, and then you can put the door or window like you wanted it originally. But in the building process of the actual bridge itself, it must be solid walls, I believe. Yeah, Knight, those dioptras, yeah, they're very tough to make, that's right. And of course the higher, wasn't it so that the higher the quality of the dioptra, the longer the bridge you can make? Right, so you had a door below? Yeah. That's probably what the problem was. And if you look at the event window, while it's trying to make the bridge, follow the event window for the messages, because it will actually tell you what's the problem. It should say something about the fact that there's a door underneath. Yeah, as far as having as building bridges, I've just used an alt myself to hold the range pole, and then I don't think it has to be. I don't think the alt has to be anything special. I think it can just be like a normal like unsubscribed alt. I believe should be. And Jincheko confirms that any level yeah, so you just need 2 characters total, like Knight was saying, but I guess then Snowmane's problem was the door that was causing issues there. And Spaz, you watched a video where the person built the bridge solo. That could have been from Wurm Unlimited, though. I think on Wurm Unlimited you're able to build it without another person, and you just plant the range pole, and then you can right-click the range pole. But in Wurm Online, I believe you need to have like another player. Oh, Viking, you got your alcohol quality to 50 to 54 now. Nice. Let me check what the quality is of that vodka that you gave me. Booze. The quality is 30. Viking, I need some of your new vodka. If you got it to 50, that's great progress. My goodness. And here's the island, guys. We have arrived. So this island here, and it looks very much like it's just wilderness. So we have just arrived. We sailed around, and we've just arrived to this island here. So let's just go and park in some random spot and go see what we can find. I see a ship over there. Maybe there's a little harbor. Let's go check that out. Oh no, Antirk. I think Viking gave me the best he could make back then. And Du Jensen confirms that oh, they have their ship just up on the ground for some reason. Okay, well maybe we'll just park here. Yeah, let's go see. We'll just park right here, and this should be a wild land, so we can. Oh, actually, we don't even have to. We don't have like a. It's more the ship. We don't have to worry about any creature cages because, of course, this we're here on Melody, and this horse is branded. Does this horse have anything in their saddle sacks? No. And is there any last things that we want to leave from our inventory so that we're not weighed down? No, it looks pretty good to go. I guess I could just fill this one more time. We'll just throw that tar maybe into the ship. Okay, now let's go check out this island and see what we can find. Oh, Jinjeko, what? Bun Bun's deed rotted last night? She was on Cadence, right? She had a whole, like, horse farm there. Seriously? Yeah, she's playing Valheim right now, so, oh my goodness. I wonder if she knew that her deed is in that situation. Have you I'm guessing, Jinchako, you've let her know, right? Because she put a lot of effort into breeding those animals, those horses. You sent her a message? That's fantastic, yeah. Poor Bun Bun, oh no. Yeah, I know she was really busy with her studies these past weeks. And she didn't have time to really play any video games. And now she's playing Valheim, so yeah, that's not good. So we found a little farm here. And they have like a stag. So what's this place called? This is a village of Coyote Tundra. So it's sort of like a little ranch. It sounds like a ranch. Coyote Tundra. Let's see if we can get inside. We can. And they've just got some storage here. Some random items. Not really too much into the decoration part. The settlement of Golden Bay Stables has just been disbanded. Oh no! No, Bun Bun! No! Let's see if we can take down this hellhound. I mean, this character, her skills are not... she almost died to a hellhound last week. Yeah. Let's see how it goes this time. Yeah, I think we're gonna win just easy peasy here. Although it is doing quite a bit of damage to me. Silly Rhombus asks, does Wurm have quests? Or, oh man, I'm gonna have to focus, hold on. Because this thing is actually doing a lot of damage to me now. We're gonna have to be careful. There we go. Oh, there's another one after me. Oh my god, no wonder I was taking so much damage. Oh, jeez. I'm getting a deja vu feeling from last week's stream. We were in a similar predicament that I was just plonking away at like some mob, thinking that, yeah, I'll just take it down, I'll be fine. Let's go over here, there's like a spirit guard, and just in case that hellhound comes while we're healing ourselves. Yeah, let's just heal ourselves quickly here. So this is where the cotton comes in, by the way. Let's just see what all wound. Look at all those cuts. So yeah, Silly Rhombus was asking, does Wurm have quests or is it more Sandbox slash RP? So it is probably the sandboxiest sandbox MMO you'll ever find. So it's very much not a game where you're led by the hand or pushed into a certain direction. And you know, at first I thought Valheim was a sandbox, but actually it's not really a sandbox. Because you have to go through a certain progression line. You know, first take down Eikthyr and be in the meadows and go on to the Black Forest and then take down this mob or like this boss and that boss and then progress to the next area and so forth. In Wurm, however, everything you do from day one is something you have to decide yourself, and pretty much the game starts in a way that you have to just figure out how to survive in the world, make your first tools, make a little like emergency shack somewhere to protect yourself from the mobs. Start building a little forge, mine out a little mine to get some iron so you can build your tools and stuff like that. Chop down some trees. Oh, the spirit guard is taking down. Oh, the spirit guard, yeah, I think killed that hellhound. And Knight says, I guess missions can count a bit like quests. Well, that's true. The game does have missions that everyone on the server can take part in. I can show what those look like. I haven't done them too much. I have tried them, dabbled with them a little bit. I know some people just love to do them like all the time. Mission details. So we've got some missions that are active right now. Libella needs you to slay 37 brown bears that have appeared across the land. Venora needs 10 of you to perform the ritual of healing at the troll hand using some cochineal. Foe needs 10 of you to perform the ritual of healing. Magradon asks you to sacrifice one tortoise that has appeared in the world. Use a sacrificial knife on it. And so forth and so forth. And you do get some rewards from that. I should probably get into those missions a bit more, to be honest. We did try it on the stream one time, but I'm always busy with other things, it seems. Now we're all healed up, and I wonder if we can find that hellhound body, and I could do a little butchering and just grab the coal off of it. So hellhounds, since they're kind of like fiery creatures, they actually, when you butcher their bodies, you get some coal most of the time, which is a pain in the butt to actually make in Wurm, so it would be nice to butcher it, but where the heck did it go? Yeah, I can't find it now. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So what do we have here? Lava tiles. Lava tiles. So these guys, if you go and stand on that, you will like literally die in a few seconds apparently. So we're not gonna go and stand on those, but it's very, very strange to see lava tiles out in the wild just suddenly. You do not see that very often. Like, if I think about all the years that I played Wurm, how many times have I just stumbled into a random lava tile? Maybe, oh, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times, so that's very rare actually. And Silly Rhombus says, how grindy is the early game? So it's very, very grindy. But here's the thing, actually. It starts off super grindy, but actually the higher your skills get, and they start to go up quite quickly in the beginning, the higher your skills get, the less grindy it becomes. So the little progress bars, they go up very slowly when you're first starting out, and as your skill gets higher, you're able to, like, the progress bar goes much quicker, you don't fail as much, and you're also able to like make a whole bunch of new items. So it just gets the game just gets more and more pleasant as you play more and more. And this seems to be an abandoned deed, by the way. So what do we have over here? This is clearly all the walls have decayed. See, these ones have like breakage in them. They're slowly decaying. Then there's some furniture but left behind. Let's see if there's anything of value. So if you find an abandoned deed, you can actually loot it to dry. Is there anything of value though? Are there any enchantments on these? Not really seeing anything too valuable there. I could grab those nettles, just because nettles are something you have to like forage for. Oh, this is actually this is within the village of the junction. So the person, either what has happened is that the the old owner noticed that their place was decaying and then they quickly redeeded their own place, or else somebody else has deeded it. So it is actually, I'm getting deja vu feelings, guys. Did we come and explore this at some point? This looks very familiar now. I have a very deja vu feeling. Did we go and explore this during that one failed stream with the failed audio? I don't think so, though. Because, I don't know. I'm getting such a feeling like we did this during one of the streams. But maybe what happened was that after that failed audio stream, maybe what happened is that I just came and explored on my own a little bit, just to see what was here, and maybe that's what I'm remembering right now. Yeah, so there's not really much going on here on this particular island. And then when we had that failed stream, what we did is we came climbing along the mountain, we came down here, and then we crossed the water by swimming across, and then we went to, we did explore this place, that I remember, that we did explore on the stream. We explored this place right here. Now what's this called? The Darken. Darken is what this deed is called. Yeah, and I think what happened is that I just kept on having so many like audio problems, and we were going up here, I believe, during that stream. We explored this place and then we went up here, and that's where the audio problems just became so bad that we decided to, or I decided rather, to just end the stream, and we never finished off like exploring. I think that's how it happened. Hello Taiki, welcome on into the stream. Yeah, I think that's what happened. We were somewhere here. So what we'll do is, yeah, not much going on in this island. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, because you would think that on an island like this it would be kind of like a cool place to live, and people would sort of claim a lot of land here, but this is mostly just actually unclaimed free land for the taking. So if somebody wants to live on an island, there's lots of beautiful like shoreline spots here actually. Somebody does seem to live here. Is this a deed? This is Hell's Beach, but their place is looking a little bit grim. They need some decorations going on. I guess they're just getting started or something. Looking a little bit, yeah, needs a little bit of furnishing there to make things feel a bit more cozy. And what else do we see here? We'll just go all the way around, go back to the ship, and we'll cross over to the other side of the sea. See if we can't find something more interesting over on the other side. And the lemon trees have flowers in them, so that must mean that the lemons are going to be coming in soon. I'm not sure if it's actually... Is that like a predictor of when they're coming in? I'm not sure. So this is where we saw the ship. That's right. So somebody's building a ship right there. And we left our ship over here, I believe. There it is. And I'll catch up with you guys in a second here. There we go. Let's get a move on, horsey. And let's just decide here how we're going to do this. So we've now explored this. There was nothing much to see though. And if I look at the if I look at the map here, none of this has been marked blue. So maybe what we could do is we could sail over here. Let's sail to this part and just go and explore all along this area. And then end the stream once we, well, not necessarily end the stream, but let's go and plant the sign once we'll go by foot. We'll park in there and then go and see what's going on here and just explore this entire like northeastern corner of the map. And I'm just gonna scroll back and see what I missed here earlier on. Spaz also reminded us that the journal could count as quest 2. That is true, that there is the journal here that gives you like little tasks to do to get you started in the game. And it looks like I've done quite a few of those. Catch a large fish is still undone from that one, and then as we go down we can see there's a lot still for me to discover there. But yeah, that's very true, Spaz. Yeah, it's a good reminder, you guys, the missions and the quests. And Kalania says, offensively grindy. Wurm is offensively grindy, but the satisfaction you get from completing a goal is immense. That's very true. It's a lot of work to get something done. Like it took me, how long did it take me to build this? Maybe a couple months, this ship, and then, but now I have the ship for life, you know? And I should probably check what the quality, damage is 0.9. Okay, I should probably try and repair it here a little bit on the way. Because you don't want your ship like decaying on you, that's for sure. There we go. Doesn't need repairing anymore. And I believe that little bay is over there somewhere. Kalania says it took you 40 hours to get your skills and resources up to make the 2x2 empty shack that you wanted to start with. Yeah, and when you think about it, Kalania, think about like a lot of other MMOs. How long does it take, for instance, to get your first mount, or to get your character to a level where they can actually purchase a house? It happens technically in a kind of different way, but you also have to sort of, in a way, you also have to grind to get such luxuries in your life, right? So it's I mean, when you think about Wurm, you can literally build your first little 1x1 shack on the very first day that you first play the game. So it's and you can catch yourself, like if you go, well, you can't ride a horse, but you can ride a cow at least within minutes of first starting the game. So not that the cows are very useful, mind you. They go very slowly. And Drogo says, depends what you mean by grindy, because you can play it with mostly making what you want and not really grind at any time. That's just your personal feeling. You know that many do not agree. Well, I agree there, because but if somebody's going to ask me, like, so I myself, I don't grind in Wurm. I just live my life and make the stuff that I need, that I can make. And I don't try to grind my skills really very much. I did try and grind my skills to be able to ride horses, though. That much I will admit. But otherwise, I don't really grind my skills. But I still wanted to answer that question affirmatively, because when somebody asks, "Is this game grindy?" if I were to tell them that, well, no, it's not, that would be lying, because it is. Still, you know, when I'm thinking about their sort of mindset when they're asking that question, that would be the answer, that it is, yes, grindy in regards to what they're meaning by that question, you know. So so yeah, but it's true that it depends on your perspective of how you want to play the game. the game doesn't have to be grindy if you don't want to insist on like raising your skills to a certain level. If you just enjoy the game and build yourself a little house, and okay, maybe you can't make the most luxurious house yet, but someday you'll be able to. And sure, maybe on those first days you won't be able to make a ship like this one, but you'll eventually be able to do that. It's not like you like, I think Wurm is a great game in that like you're able to do a lot of stuff already on the first days. They're not going to be anything glorious and with a lot of prestige, and they won't be fancy and they won't look great, but it'll be a way to get started for sure. And what is that over there? I do have my horse, don't I? I do. Is that a wild horse, or is that somebody's tamed horse? Or rather like bred horse. Aged fat Caden South, that is a bred horse. Is that a blood bay? What are they doing out here? Let's see if it's carried by somebody or branded. Thank you for the follow, Jed Law. Welcome on into the stream. We're just investigating here. So this horse, what does it say here? It will fight fiercely, it has fleeter movement than normal, and it is a blood bay, but it doesn't say anything about it being carried by someone or that it would be branded to any particular server. So I believe that that is a horse that somebody could just grab. Are we on like deeded land right now? Within the village of Two Oak Trade Port, yeah, so it's on deeded land. So actually nobody can grab it because it's somebody owns this land right now. But yeah, that's not a horse I'm interested in because I've got like 5-speed horses, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of people stop there and wonder if they can take it or not. And let's just go and see what we can find over here. Let's see what else you guys are saying. And Paul says, failing when making items takes you back to early EverQuest days. It's a cruel mechanic. Yeah. Well, once you get your skills high, though, you don't have to worry about failing when you're trying to make stuff anymore at all. Pretty much at all. And Kalania, you were working on improving a trellis last night, and the plus 0.1 skill, then fail and repair, minus 0.1 seesawing was just too much. You had to wander instead. Aw, yeah. Now that is an example of a grindy experience for sure. Is that a buckskin over there? Or is that a gold? That horse over there. I think is that like 2 gold horses? Which again I don't need. There's many of them. Is this deeded land? There are several gold horses here out in the wild, which is not common. Now this has to be somebody's like place. I've got my gold horses, by the way, now up to 5-speed plus spark in its eyes, so they're sort of done as far as the breeding program is concerned. But my Appaloosa horses are still causing me problems. Also, my chestnuts are really being tough with getting like the good traits in for some reason. Yeah, those are gold horses. In other words, in real life, of course, we would call those Palomino colored horses, but for some reason they call them gold in this game. Yeah. So if anyone wants gold horses, there you go. And Knight says, it's very rewarding to see your own deed grow as you add more to it. Farms, stables, buildings, bridges, and more. Absolutely. Yeah, so here's the little bay. Let's see what we can find here. And there's some bison, by the way. You don't often see the bison, wild bison around anymore, because all the players have grabbed them. So if anyone needs any bison, there you go. There's like 2 of them. Could very well be a female and a male here on Melody. So where we are right now on Melody is we're here in this area, or we're just nearing this spot here. We'll go see what's over there. I just want to circle around along the shorelines first. And Spaz says, I think all the fruit trees have flowers in the spring because the apple trees have flowers right now and they don't come into season until fall. Oh, that could be, yeah. And Ray, but you're actually considering moving to Cadence. Oh, decisions. And Taiki says, Cadence is so busy you'd be moving off Cadence. Really? But lots of deeds have disbanded as well. True. Hello, Plericus. Welcome on into the stream. Good to have you join us. We're doing our weekly Wurm Roulette stream here. Going to explore areas I've never been to before in the game. Spaz says that there's a lot of repetitive actions, but there are so many things you can do in Wurm, so if you get bored of one thing, do something else. Absolutely. Silly Rhombus says, I guess it's one of those where if you play it, you enjoy whatever grind there is. Looks fun, like nothing you've ever played before though, right? Yeah, and yeah, Silly Rhombus, if you have any questions about Wurm, feel free to ask. I'm just exploring a little bit the shorelines just to see if there's like what kind of places people have here. Is this abandoned? Because they don't have any houses up and running anymore. That's a handsome boat, by the way. Look at that beautiful dark colored boat. I wonder if that's painted or whether it is like a wood type. Let's see. Blueberry Corbita. That is a blueberry Corbita. And is this oh, we enter Crystal Meadows, so it is deeded. They just don't have any buildings for some reason. And Knight says there's no time limits. Just play at your own pace. No need to keep up with anyone or anything or anyone. That's so true. That's so true. I do love the fact that you never feel that sense of competition in Wurm. That you truly can just go do whatever you feel like doing without feeling like you need to keep up with others. Regardless of whether you're playing alone or whether you're playing with your friends. I guess in one case where that might not be so true is if you happen to live in a village with other, like if you're living with other people or you have like an alliance and everyone is sharing tasks. So one person is maybe the village carpenter, one person is the village cook, maybe one person is the lumberjack. Yeah, the lumberjacks, the kinds of logs that the lumberjack is able to chop down determines how far the carpenter can go. So if those two roles, I mean, you would kind of want to have the lumberjack and the carpenter to be the same person. But if it was not the case, I guess that would be one example of where you would kind of want to keep up with the other person. Let's go see what this is. Is this decaying up here? I can see some walls are just completely missing from this spot. Let's go see what's going on up here. And Big Sizzle, your first days of playing Wurm consisted of digging 14,000 clay and 3,000 dirt. My gosh, I bet you got your digging up really high though. That allowed you to then like terraform quite freely. Drogo says, and then there's variation compared to WoW Classic, where you kill your way to 60 and then start playing again, just killing more. Wurm has so much to offer. It is so true. So let's just see if this is wild land now. You see a part of the lands of Wurm, so this is in fact an abandoned deed. What a shame though. This looks like it's such a beautiful, beautiful place. What a shame. What an utter shame. What a gorgeous little house. Lovely little bridge system. I love how the bridge is sort of like encompassing the horse area here. What a shame. My goodness. And it looks like a lot of love has been put into this place. I'm loving the way that the bridges are being used with this house. You can see the walls are starting to crumble. And some of the floors are already missing. Some of the walls have already fallen down. They have a creature transporter here as well. Is there any creatures inside? Oh, it doesn't let you actually open that. And Spaz, you used to play Perfect World International, and that was basically the goal. Grind to get to level 105. And let's see what else you guys are saying. So Toxie says about the fruit trees that in real life, fruit trees can flower in the spring, but the fruit isn't ripe until fall. Right, right. I think all the doors are probably locked here, aren't they? Yeah. So we can't really get in. But what a shame, guys. I'm kind of heartbroken, actually. What a pretty little place they have here. I hope the person notices that their deed has a... Let me see what is the name of this person. Can we see who has built these things and send them a message in the forums? So, that doesn't tell us who has made that one, at least. Signature something VI. Signature VI. It's not quite fitting in there, or like it's not high enough quality to actually see the name. Yeah, we're missing some. They need to be higher quality to be able to see. The name of the owner, Patricus. Patricus. Oh, the owner, name of the owner. Is the name of the owner also this one, Patricus? Let's see. The owner, Visa. So there's two owners.
Are we the factional fight brothers?
Yes. Yes, we are.
So this one is also owned by Patricus. Let me just see if I can find this person in the Wurm forums and just send them a message.
What game is this?
I don't know, but it looks awesome.
So there's nobody there. Let me just check the... Let me just check the Discord as well. The Wurm Discord. see now. If we search here for this name, probably not going to find the person though. Yep. No, no such luck. Oh well. Patricus, if you're out there, I hope you find your deed because and realize that your deed is decaying because man, this is just one of those places that you hate to see go to waste. So nicely designed. Oh, what the heck? Somebody logged on here. Let's just talk to them. Holy smokes, or is that somebody visiting? Let's see. I wonder if it's somebody who, but surely somebody couldn't get here that fast. That if there was somebody watching like the stream. At first I thought that might have been the owner, but let's just ask them if they knew the owner of this place. You know what it could be, guys? It could be somebody who is keeping an eye on when this is going to fall so that they can go looting. And I also loot like abandoned deeds. So, you know, it's sort of like a split like feeling here. Like half of me is like, ooh, loot, loot, loot. And half of me is feeling like heartbroken on behalf of the person. Yeah, it could be somebody who's just scouting to come and see how the decay process is progressing. Sometimes there will be deeds that I like notice and I'm like, I wonder what kind of loot is inside. And then I kind of go back and check from time to time to see what the situation is. But that could be somebody. That could be somebody. They're saying hopefully population declines soon. That's a weird thing to say, because surely Melody is not that full. And let me just get my windows back into order here. There we go. And hello there, Commander Gawanian. Welcome on into the stream. Yeah, we found the owner. See what else you guys are saying here. Hello, Tyrannus Gaming. Welcome on into the stream. And Paul asks, does this game have PvP? It has PvP servers. And on PvP servers, yes, there's full loot on PvP servers. That's right. But on the PvE servers, nothing like that can happen. So let's just start our explorations on foot here, and we'll go around to that area that we need to take the sign to. This is a PvE server, yes, that I'm playing on, yes. Yeah, nothing like that can happen. The worst thing that can happen to you from another player here is that, and let's get this piggy killed for some bacon as well. The worst thing that can happen is basically if you build like, so you're able to build just on free land. You can literally just go out into the middle of the forest and start building a house. But I guess that the worst thing that could happen is that, like, let's say you get a nice little like yard set up, and you put some items down on the ground, and you get a little pen set up for your animals, and your house is 100% safe. But a player could do things to the items that are laying around on the ground if it's like undeeded land. Of course, if you own land, you're 100% safe then. But yeah, if you're just on free land, other players are able to do stuff. Not your house, but other things. Let's just bury this one. And Big Sizzle, you're not premium yet. So you capped at 20, but all that clay and dirt is going to get you the silver you need to go premium, so it was worth it. Oh, fantastic! Big Sizzle, I'm so happy to hear that. Like, I'm really, because, you know, a lot of times I talk about it here on the stream that you can start in the game and you can earn your money just by playing the game, and I guess you got some customers to order some dirt and clay from you, and that way you can get your own silver without having to ever pay a penny yourself, and earn your silver, then go premium, claim some land and so forth. And Troll, I do not want to deal with you, thank you very much. Reba asks, why can't we dye wagons and tents yet, Cats? The village tabards where you can choose your own colors and designs. That would be nice for sure. And it's not often, or is that the most common, like rooster type? I'm not sure. Yeah, it would be lovely if we could do that. I'm sure people have requested that quite a bit. I don't know. Tuplex said, read the sign please. Oh man, it's too late now, Tuplex, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was so much work to put that together. And you guys are talking about like checking, examining stuff for the name. Yeah, I'm a bit late here, as always, as always. Jinjeko is saying that somebody was saying that the Russians disappeared from Melody almost at the same time. Interesting. I didn't know that there was like a lot of Russian players on Melody. I had no idea. Let's go see what is over here. Sympathetic piracy, says Meridian. Yeah, I know. Oh, he said he hopes it ends soon. Let's see what that message was. Ah, yeah, true. So he hopes that the people will stop like leaving. Yeah. Yeah, I misread. That's right, Taiki. Put in the labor and earn the silvers. And Meridian says, good to know, as you wanted to see how far you could get with the free version. Yeah, so basically, you can probably, like, if you put in the work, you can get to a point where you don't have to pay anything at all. Like, for sure, like in the first months, I was paying premium, and I was buying some silver to get started. I could have worked for that instead. But I did purchase that stuff, and now I'm at the point where I don't have to anymore, because I earn all of my silver through horse breeding, and I'm sort of good to go now for life in the game. And let's just see if we butcher that cougar, or that mountain lion rather, if we get anything good, like a good pelt or anything. Mountain lion pelt quality 11.59, which is not even worth, but we'll grab that meat actually. But otherwise we shall just bury this guy. We'll also bury the spider as well. I'm not going to even I wonder if I should grab the spider meat as well. We could put them in the saddlebags so I don't have to carry them. Yeah, we'll just put the meat in the saddlebags actually. I guess I could butcher this oh, too late. And we haven't butchered the pig yet. Yeah, we want to get that bacon. So definitely gonna butcher this guy. And just grab that meat and berry. So Meridian asks, is there any sort of referral bonus? You'd hate not to credit me if there was a chance to do so. There used to be a referral system. I don't think there is anymore. I'm not sure how it works now. Does do Jensen and Gawanian, you guys might know how it works now. There's like what they changed, they sort of switched it to a different system so that now there's premium rewards that reward the player for being sort of dedicated to the game. But I'm not sure if there's anything that you can use to thank another player for referring you to the game though anymore. Huh. Does anyone know what the situation is with that? Because I think they removed that, didn't they? Let me just see if I use the command refer. It pops it up. These are your referrals. You do not have any referrals to give. And I've already used those referrals. Yeah, I don't think they work anymore. It was removed, says Du Jensen. Yeah. But it is true, Du Jensen, isn't it? That's kind of sad that there's not a way to thank somebody for advertising or like telling you about the game, right? Tyrannus says you could always go and buy some horses from her market. Yeah. No, that was very kind of you to ask, Meridian. Not a lot of people actually ask that question. That was very nice of you to ask, though. I appreciate the thought. That's the main thing, right? Oh, I can't actually fight here because the cat, we're on deeded land. Well, that cat doesn't do very much damage to me anyhow, but let's just see what this is. So this is the village of Dragon Gulf Acres. So they got lots of hell horses. They're breeding lots of hell horses here. They've got a gigantic mountain lion here. Venerable fat champion mountain lion. That is a big kitty. And they got a big like champion wildcat as well. I never tried the whole champion taming thing myself. But they've got a beautiful spot of the harbor here, or of this bay. And I believe those are probably molten hell horses, aren't they? Nightshade is the color of that one. And that one is a molten one. Yeah, they've got some molten hell horses here, which are very, very rare, very hard to get. Now what else do we have here? This mainly seems to be a breeder kind of person. They just got a tiny little house. And yeah, it looks like oh, we might have a peek into the... We might have a very quick peek into their mine. Yeah, I guess the system got misused with people just making alts to... but then again, of course, you have to pay. So only premium players are able to we're able to give the referrals. So on the other hand, you couldn't really misuse it, like you couldn't misuse it completely, because if you wanted to give the referral, you would still have to pay for a premium. So it'd be kind of like it'd be kind of pointless to then do that, right? Another happy panda says, since mostly white males play Wurm, the referral bonus was considered to promote only adding more white males to the game, so they just removed the referral bonus. Oh, I don't know about... so, what is your knowledge based on those statistics, Panda? Like, I'm not even sure if I've ever seen any stats on the player base. I think people from all over the world, and I've seen lots and lots of female players in Wurm, so I'm kind of surprised by that statement, to be honest. And you're being sarcastic? It's a US thing that is happening right now. Right. I don't follow the news, to be honest, very much. I find the news just so depressing that I don't really watch the news very much. So I have no idea what is going on in the US right now. Unless you're talking about the Black Lives Matter movement. But that, of course, we don't want to get into any political or any touchy subjects here in our stream, because we want to keep things nice and just friendly and light. So, yeah. So, Panda says that companies are pulling referral bonuses due to it being considered a privilege. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that at all. Let's go to the right direction. East is where we're going to want to go. Let's go see where this road takes us. Nice and friendly for the win. That's right. That's right. I have to say that I am very surprised at how unpopulated this area of Melody is, because I remember when Melody first opened, it felt like everyone had claimed all the good spots. Now, of course, normally the good spots are considered to be the shorelines. There's a lot of scenic, beautiful land out here. And gotta love these mountains that that Melody has. And is this another abandoned deed down here? Or is this somebody just getting started with their deed? This could be that they're just getting started, because I'm seeing those tents down. Let's just see what it says here. This is within the village of Old Barrow Mead. Yeah, so somebody looks like they're getting started with their life here. Good to see that for a change. Beautiful scenic spot here in between the mountains. Maybe we'll go into the wilderness here for a change. And Reba, you gotta get going. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by, Reba, and you have an excellent, fantastic evening. And see you later. I bet you I'm going to regret going into the wilderness here. We're going to get trapped by some trolls or something soon. Let me just zoom in a bit. Can't really see where we're going here at all. But now I know where to find lemon trees. Or are these actually orange trees? Orange trees, yeah, these are orange trees. Ooh, there's some sand. We're gonna get out into the open now. Oh, it was just a small little patch. I was hoping we would find an actual desert and then I could like run freely in the desert. That was a very small desert. And there's another hellhound and also a pig, so let's try taking down this hellhound, especially since the position is so juicy here that we're like on higher land. And we have a benefit in our fight against this guy. And then we'll take down that pig. So just a question to you guys. Oh man, I actually had a couple of questions I wanted to ask you guys. I can't remember now what the... Oh yes. So first question is concerning Wurm. Do you guys, like, I don't know if it's just maybe because I have like a Wacom drawing table, so my display is literally this. Oh, there's these. Oh my God, there's 3 of them here. Crikey, and a spider as well. Oh no. It looks like those hellhounds spawn in packs or something. Let's just get ourselves... And I got my hiccup again, like I always do get a hiccup during my streams. Let's just... we better grab that cotton and put it up here. And then put that... do first aid here. And just 1 second, guys. I have to go talk to my son about something. Okie dokie. So, looks like she hasn't died yet. I know, Tuxie. Such nastiness. They're so nasty, these hellhounds. Always sneak them. They're so fast, too. It's like you're just standing there, like, minding your own business, and suddenly they're chomping on your butt. Too churchy. I thought I had removed all the churchy songs from this list. Let's just get rid of that. I know, Du Jensen. You remember some of those earlier streams. Remember in the early days? I would always be dying from those. Hellhounds in my early streams. Oh, speaking of early, guys, and then there was also the things I wanted to ask you guys, and I'm not forgetting about that. I am not. Speaking of history, I added a button here to my about page here in Twitch. Added a history button, the top left, and I can just show you guys. If we just go over here, let's try not to also die. Keep an eye on things here. There was the third hellhound around here somewhere. I'm not seeing it though. So if we look here and you go to, if you click my name and then you go to about, there is a history button now. And that is showing, it'll open a web page that shows the history of the stream. So first Twitch stream, August 6th, 2018. And I was playing Wurm. 2 days later, I had reached my first 10 followers. Then I couldn't find the date for the exact date, but it was sometime in August as well that I became an affiliate. And had my first subscriber a few days after that, and then the next month I was able to submit my first emotes for the channel, and then Du Jensen subscribed about the next month after I had started, and has been subscribed ever since. And I just wanted to mention Du Jensen here because he's been my most long-standing supporter of the stream. Then a few months later I had reached 200 followers, then got new like emojis unlocked and we put these ones in. So that was actually the year after, so July 30th, 2019. And then I actually celebrated my 50th birthday on the stream, guys. Believe it or not, I celebrated it with you guys. Streamed for the 100th time, August 11th, 2019. Started using this animated KatsPurr face rig avatar almost a year ago, actually. How fast time goes by. It just feels like it was yesterday when I started using it. Then, of course, last summer, after the Steam launch, I completed the Path to Partner achievement in Twitch, and the ability to apply for partner was available for the first time. I did apply, but I didn't get in. But we'll try again another time. Then I had that 2-year anniversary stream, the 12 hours plus 12 hours, and also reaching 2,000 followers. And we're almost at 3,000 followers now, guys, which is just amazing. Amazing and astonishing and fantastic, and just I don't even understand how many of you want to follow this channel. But and then February 19th streamed for the 300th time. So we'll see what other things we add to this history list as time goes by. But yeah, I added something like that, and I was looking through different streamers like profiles on Twitch, and I didn't see that anyone really had that kind of like timeline or that kind of like milestone list at all. I don't know if it's interesting or not, but well, I set one up. Oh, thank you so much, Meridian, for that subscription. You used your Prime sub for that as well. Very much appreciated. And Du Jensen, yes, that is it. That's true. We visited Celebration during that birthday stream. This is only 4.32 quality, guys. What is going on with these bad pelts here? But we'll grab the meat in the very least. And we're all in Cat's Black Book, says Viking. And Paul asks, is all that info available on your Twitch account, or do you have good records? Well, Paul, I wasn't keeping any record of this stuff, but when I put that together today, I thought, let me just check where I can dig up that information. So some of the information I was able to dig up from the achievements you see in Twitch. Like if you're a streamer, you can see this like progression in the achievements, and some of them show the dates. Then some of the information I saw on Streamlabs, some of the information I was able to see from some of those statistics websites. So all kind of from different areas, and also some were just checked from like emails and stuff. Yes, we're gonna... Oh, so I had those questions for you guys. I haven't forgotten. I haven't. So here's the first question that's regarding to Wurm. Do you guys feel at all that, especially if we use something nitty-gritty like the inventory... How is the mouse feeling now? But you know what, guys? I think, actually... So what I was going to ask is whether you felt that the cursor is too much to the left and top. But now, actually, with this larger UI, it's not a problem. Earlier on, I had the UI scaled down to the smallest settings, and I felt like the cursor is... I think it's... You know what it is? It's just the fact that it's scaled down, yeah. How does it feel when the UI is, like, really big? Yeah, obviously it's not going to feel as bad, because then the size of the cursor compared to the item itself is, you know, you can get it centered on the item much easier. So what do we learn from this? What we learned from this is to maybe not have the UI at the very smallest size. Well, for the sake of the stream, we're going to keep it quite large so you guys can see what's going on here. Yeah, actually at this size it's not a problem whatsoever, yeah. And then the second question was going to be that has anyone noticed, how has it been for you guys in regards to Valheim? Has the arrival of Valheim had any effect on how many of your alliance friends or your friends in general in Wurm, like whether they're online or not? Or have you noticed any difference in Wurm, like when you log on? Do you see the same people around? And we know, of course, we do know that this is just temporary. Like I'm spending a lot of time in Valheim right now, but it's just temporary. I know that I'll just play it until I burn out on the game and reach the end content, and then I'll be bored and I'll be back here in Wurm full force. Drogo says you have the cursor missing from your tool belt all the time. Right, so you see the same people around, just less streamers. Interesting, yeah. Of course, it has been really amazing to stream Valheim. I've had really good numbers in this Valheim streams. Like, a lot of the latest streams have been like around 100 people, and they've been very, very active, the streams. Also, what a crappy pelt that was as well. But we will grab the meat for our cooking. Just stick that into the saddlebags. And we did get a bit of charcoal from that hellhound. That's something you need for making metallurgy. Not that I really get into metallurgy, but if I ever need it, it's good to have some coal ready and waiting. So what do we have over here? Jinjaku says a lot of Wurmians have been playing Valheim. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Tuxie, the only difference you've really noticed is that just fewer people are streaming Wurm right now. And Tyrannus is like, Val, what? So Taiki, are you still actively streaming Wurm? That's awesome though. Yeah, and of course we're all going to come back to streaming Wurm. Don't you guys worry. We have a kingdom a kingdom project to work on. So once, you know, like right now, most of my alliance, we're all playing Valheim. The factional fight brothers, I haven't seen them in Wurm for a while now, and they have a merchant as well, which is starting to get empty. I might just have to remove that the merchant from the advertisement actually at this rate. But I know we're all going to be back. I think the next phase with the Kingdom project is most of the terraforming has been done, but the next phase is probably going to be to start building the actual buildings, which is going to be a very exciting phase. And Based, a Praetorian says that I don't know about some of you, but Valheim has a lot of mechanics that reminded you of Wurm, which is why you decided to check out Wurm Online, right? Yeah, and of course, Valheim was created by Swedish developers, and it seems like Swedish game developers very much like to make sandbox games, and I'm pretty sure that those guys knew about Wurm and have probably played Wurm and have probably taken some inspiration from Wurm as well when they were making Valheim. I wouldn't be surprised. They're probably, rubbing elbows together with the other Swedish developers and probably have known about this game. So I think there's some things in Valheim that have definitely taken some inspiration from Wurm as well. So yeah, what is this place that we found? This is called Horden Hive. They got a little smithing area over here, a bedroom over there with some beds. Lots and lots of horses over here. And Jinjago says Pyron, Tokran, KatsPurr, Taiki, Zetran, and the one guy you don't remember his name, old player from Wurm. That's all about all you ever see who stream Wurm lately. Another hellhound. There are a lot of hellhounds around here, my goodness. And there's just hellhound corpses here strewn about as well. So Drogos, so you just tested it with vertical tool belt like you use. You have to click outside the buttons. Oh right, I've never tried the tool belt to be vertical. Let's just see this. Toggle, set vertical. And I wonder if it's your scaling. And if it is, I will submit a bug report about that. Let's just scale the UI. I'll just set the guards on this guy. So we don't have to deal with him. Come on, guards. Don't just stand around here, snooping into the lard. They're all just standing around. Get to work, dudes. That's right. You two, get a move on. No, don't just wave there. No, you need to go and kill that. There we go. That's my man. So I wonder if it's the scaling. Let me just see if we just set the UI to. I'm not sure what size you have there, Drogos, for your UI. So it looks like, oh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's definitely. It seems like the hover, or like the rectangle for activating is a bit off, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'll submit a bug report about that, Drogos. And is it a problem in the horizontal? It's not any kind of problem in the horizontal, it's just the vertical. Yeah, I've never used the vertical. I didn't even remember that you could actually set it to vertical as well. Yeah, we'll get that sorted. Yeah, it's clearly a UI scaling issue, that one. Oh, they get more and more off target. The first 5 slots are fine. Interesting. Yeah. 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 I'll put a bug into the the dev bug system, just so you don't have to go putting one into the forums and then who knows when they're gonna see it and stuff. Just get that right into directly into the right place immediately. And Tirana says, "Good, all of you Wurmians spending time in Valheim. You can finally catch up on all. You can catch up to all of us vets." Yeah, at least we got a nice little juicy pig here. And just grab that meat again. So I wonder where we are. Well, we're going to have to take a look at how the mountains are situated now. So we can see a mountain over there. But can't really see much else because all these trees are in the way. Another pig. That is more than welcome. And another hellhound. What is with all the pigs and the hellhounds in this area? And that is a very handsome road. We'll go see where that goes. I wonder if you can use hellhounds as if you tame a hellhound, how efficient it would be as a hunting pet. Has anyone ever tried? Oh. Hello, Buntfunk. Welcome on into the stream. How are you doing tonight? And hello there, Kickles TV. Welcome on in. I don't think I've seen you here around before. At least you haven't chatted before, because I would definitely remember that name. It's a very, very cute name you've got there. It is true, Kickles, that it definitely scratches a lot of the same itches, yeah. But this is more like the world that you live in and that you build your life in, and you form relationships and business partnerships, and your home is here, whereas Valheim is more like this sort of temporary. Thank you so much for the follow, Tomil. Welcome on into the stream. Valheim is more like this sort of temporary, fast-paced action excitement package of fast food that you consume and you just gobble it up until you're so full, and then you come back to Wurm to sort of calm down and just sort of live your life here in this game. They have similar mechanics in many things, but still it's very, very different. It offers a different, you play it for different reasons basically. And J-Popper says, building phase for Sand City? Cool, you'll pop in with J-Poppin to make bricks and mortar when it's a go. Well, I'll definitely let you know, J-Popper, when we start that phase. What I have to do, though, before we start that phase is I have to do a final pass on the design. And just play around, because right now the Sand City Kingdom is completely symmetrical from all 4 sides. I can just show quickly. So this is completely symmetrical, the 4 different sections, and what I mean by that is these 4 sections here are all identical, but I need to play around a little bit and see if I can't make a little bit of variation. Of course, we don't want too much. We still want the effect to be, you know, like a symmetrical when you're looking at it from afar, but still I think we could get a little bit of variation going with some of the lower buildings. The middle part definitely needs to be the same though, just to give that feeling, and also the towers, but maybe these houses in between, just so that each four sections offer a little bit of a different experience. So I have to do that before we start building. And hello there, old crazy uncle. I think you were here earlier on, weren't you? So you're asking, you've never played Wurm. Do I always have to fight off my horse? No, 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 no. You can definitely just get onto your, you know, get down on and fight, you know, on foot. But you have like you actually have a height bonus if you fight from your horse. If you're higher than the mob, you will do more damage. So this, guys, is the area. I think when we first came here earlier, we traveled along here. We definitely checked out this area, and then we climbed up the mountain and went over it. Now the spot that we have to go to, we didn't explore any of this though. So I think what we'll do is we will go around, explore this, and then get to the spot where we have to plant the sign. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people here in the chat who have never seen Wurm before. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions about Wurm, I am more than happy to answer those. More than happy. And Big Sizzle, you wish you could catch the butterflies. Yeah, I've often thought that as well. It would be cool, wouldn't it? Imagine if you could put them into a little glass jar and just or else set them free, for instance, inside of a building. That'd be pretty cool. And also the fireflies. You know how there's like fireflies at nighttime? Right now it's just like a decorative thing, but imagine if you could actually capture them into a jar and use them as a light source, like an alternative light source. That'd be pretty cool. So let's just, do we have another hellhound after us again? What the heck? Oh. Steep, steep, steep. And J Popper says the design reminds you a little bit of Atlantis from Stargate, symmetrical mostly, but with some variations to give character to the different branches. And yes, there's like, is there like 2 hellhounds here? What the heck? What is up with all the hellhounds in this area? My goodness, there's just one. Let's take this one down as well. I want to look that up actually, J Popper. So Atlantis from Stargate. Let me just get this guy underway here. And Viking says, hasn't there been a video showing Wurm? Oh, you mean the? Are you hinting, Viking? Hinting for us to show the trailer? Well, we've shown the trailer just recently, so what we'll do is I'm just going to put, guys, the link for the trailer. You can go check it out. That trailer was released last summer for the Steam launch, so it has the most modern graphics in it. Yeah, that will give you a good overview of what you can do in the game. Definitely worth checking that out if you are interested in the game. Because just watching me do this stuff here hardly gives you even a scratch or even an idea of what you can actually do in this game. So yeah, well worth a look if you are interested. Now let's just grab this meat and put that into the saddle sacks. We got some more charcoal as well. So if you want to get charcoal normally in the game, you have to make this kind of wooden pile, and you have to burn the wooden pile for days and days and days and days to get the charcoal. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, but that way I can just get some instant charcoal. And Viking says the possibilities are endless. That's right. Oh, this door is locked. I don't think it was locked last time I went through here. So in that case, in that case, I think we're going to go for a little swim then, in that case. We'll just have the horse lead the horse. I better heal up first, because I do have some wounds. And, oh, thank you so much for the host, Crazy Uncle. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream and feel like sharing with your community. Oh, banging the horse's head on the gate full speed, I know. Oh, you like that one, Drogos? Oh man, you know, I made that video in such a rush. And I always cringe at that video because I feel like it wasn't as well done as I would have wanted it to be. I was just thinking to myself, nobody's going to watch this thing. I'm not going to put too much effort into it. And it's turned out to be one of my more popular videos on my channel. And I'm now like, I really regret that I didn't put more effort into it. So I'm just talking about like things like the way it's edited or the sound or the song used there. It could have been better. But yeah, I'm glad. I know a lot of people do enjoy that video. And old Crazy Uncle, you're enjoying my streams very much. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm glad. Drogo says it's perfect. And so the one that Drogos is talking about, I can just give the link to that one as well. Let's see here. If we just Google Wurm Craziest, I think we can find it here, yeah. It's right there on the top. So if anyone wants to check that out, the 10 craziest things you can do in Wurm, there is the link. So, we have healed. We should probably nibble on something just so our health bar is full before we go for a swim, because the swimming is always a little bit dangerous. You do lose stamina, and I have to do everything in my power here to lose as little stamina as possible. We're probably going to take off her armor as well, so it's a little bit lighter to swim. That's good. We're in a good situation. Then let's just start swimming. And a horsey will come behind us. Yes, there we go. And then we also have to keep an eye on our health bar and get the old alcohol out so you can restore your stamina while you're... We have our vodka here. And I guess what we could do is we could just swim right over to this place here. It could be that we're going to make it there without... We might have to drink a little bit of Vikings vodka here, actually. To restore that stamina. I'm just measuring it out to 1 gram at a time. Because regardless of how much you drink alcohol, you get the same boost of stamina, so we don't want to waste it. There, that's fine. We'll make it across just fine. Yeah, let's go see what this place is all about. J-Popper. Oh, J-Popper, you and your yellow potions. Yeah, maybe we'll make a J-Popper. What we could do is like a part 2. A part 2 of the craziest stuff you can do. And that could have the wall of the yellow potions. Collect yellow potions from all the players in Wurm and have them how would you describe that J-Popper in one sentence? In one sentence, how would you describe your crazy wall of yellow potions? Skål, says Viking, courtesy of VK Brewery. Yes, it is. This vodka was actually ferment. Does vodka need fermenting, or is it only distilling? This was lovingly made by Viking here. So Viking, could you just explain to the folks here that don't know, who are probably new to Wurm or have never heard of this game, what is the process of making alcohol, something like vodka in this game? What is the, like, starting from the very beginning? I guess you have to grow the crops for, what was it, some kinds of grains for making the vodka? Did you need any sugar or anything like that? So it needs distilling, but it gets even better with storage. So you had to get yourself a copper still, right? But it all starts with the crops. So you had to find, first you had to find some, you had to, so if we start from the very, very beginning, I'm guessing you first had to forage and botanize the grass tiles to find like wheat, rye, barley from the grass to collect some seeds, right? And then you planted some crops for yourself. You let them become, you harvested them once they were ready. And then what happens to the grains after you've collected them from the crops? Do they have to be ground up, or what do you do with them? Potatoes, oh, potatoes, sugar, and water. So instead of grains, you actually grew potatoes. So you had to look for some wild potatoes first. Then you planted those. And then once they were done, you harvested them, mixed them together with sugar and water for vodka, right? But some of the other alcohols are very complex, aren't they? So this is a part of the lands of Wurm. So this is free. This is like this little house here is on free land. So you don't have to own land to have a house. And I'm guessing these must all be planted to the ground so that other players don't take them. But yeah, this is just a very good example of a cute little house on completely free land. This person is just living their life, perhaps as a free-to-play player. Actually, they wouldn't be able to build to the second story as a free-to-play player, but they don't have land. So you don't have to. You just would, if you don't have land, you have to just then make sure to repair your buildings and your fences and stuff. And then they have a little upper part here as well. Crandall's shed. So they got a little eating spot here. That's a lot of stuff to repair, actually. But it all looks like it's in pristine condition and not decaying, so I don't think this is an abandoned deed. They just prefer to have it as... Oh, Overlook Breeze. So part of this is deeded, part of it isn't. This is called actually Overlook Breeze. So J Popper says, like, in one sentence, in a nutshell, it would be a collection of yellow potions named after and sent by Wurm players. So the recipes it all depends on what you want to make, right? And Viking, can you make something like a pina colada drink? Can you make like different cocktails from the alcohol? I've never really gotten into the alcohol making, so I don't really know very much about alcohol making in this game. So oven, cauldron, still, a knife, small wine barrels to store it in, store the alcohol underground in a house to get the best like fermenting, right? And Base asks, how often does a building decay when not on a deed? So it depends on two factors. A, have you built your house from wood, which is the most easy to decay material. Like this is a wooden house. This one would decay very, very quickly if it was built by somebody. So the second factor is the skill level. If your carpentry is very low, as it would be as a new player, it's going to decay quite quickly. Now, you can improve the quality of your walls. So if we just say look at the quality and the decay of this wall, so this one has a quality of level of 8.5 out of 100, so it's very low quality. It has 1.1 damage. Is this actually on deeded land? This is in the within the village of Sandy Foothills. So for some reason it has decay, but maybe they banged on the wall by mistake, because basically when you have deeded land, it doesn't take any decay whatsoever. Now then, as another extreme, if a house is built of stone, and if you had high skills in masonry when you built that house could literally just stand there for years without decaying, even though you left the game like years ago. It could just stay standing there for years, which is amazing. So Viking says, I don't think you can make cocktails, but you can make wine and beer also. And you also got some grapevines from over at Ardeed, right? And speaking of grapevines, this person has a grape bush there. So when the grapes are in season, here's a pretty cool thing, by the way. I'm not sure if even you knew this, Viking, but grapes, when they're in season, towards the north, you'll have... how did it go, guys? Was it the northern grapes growing on the north part of the server? Were they the purple ones and then or blue grapes? And then the grapes growing in the south, were they the yellow grapes or the green grapes? I can't remember. But it's pretty cool, actually, that it's like different color that grows depending on where it's situated on the server. So north is green, says Bunt Funk, and then the purple ones the blue ones are on the south then, right? To make white wine and red wine, that's right, that's right. Let's go see what's going on over here. I have to say, I don't like to see those patches of sand all blocky like that. If I was living in this area, like if I was living here, I would have probably terraformed all that sand away, just because it looks weird to see that like splotchiness there. But of course it would be a lot of work. What do we have over here? Ooh, let's go see what this place is. They have like a underground harbor over there. So in this game you can terraform, you can tunnel into the mountains. So you could literally make a hole into this mountain and you could hollow it out of stone and ore. Or you could build an underground city inside of a mountain. And I actually have an underground city, and I know I've been showing this lately, guys, but just bear with me because we have a lot of new people here that have come over from Valheim, and it's kind of interesting to show the possibilities. So I built this underground city. Where is it? Dwarven Underground Shots. So this is built underneath inside of a mountain. And you can literally sail your ship inside if you make it a large enough tunnel, and you can sail right into your underground dwarven city. Yeah. And let's see what this place is called. This is the village of Ebon's Eyrie. Let's go see what we have here. And this person has actually painted these lamps to give a kind of a blue color. So you can paint the lamps different colors. And these ones over here look like they have more of a yellow tinge to them. Or I'm not sure, maybe actually there's no yellow to them, it's just that the graphic itself is yellow. Yeah, I don't see any yellow light being cast down onto the ground there. And Vergant, hello, welcome on in. Would be fun to try and find the breakpoint and plant a vineyard to get both. Oh, that sounds like a cool idea, Vergant. Yeah. To find that middle spot. I wonder if it's directly down, split down the middle. And if you could find that spot, and you could have like vineyards of both colors, that would be so cool. What a great idea. And Big Sizzle says, I can't even imagine how much work went into that. Yeah, building something like that would definitely be something that would take months and months to build for sure. So in Valheim, of course, you build things quite instantly, but in Wurm, to build something, you know, to be able to build this stone tower, you have to go into the mountains. You have to mine out the stone. You have to bring it back. You have to chisel it into bricks. Then you have to make the mortar to put all the stones together. So you have to go and dig some sand. Then you have to find a clay tile somewhere. Do we see any clay tiles here? And you have to dig clay, and you have to create mortar. And then when you're building the walls, you build wall by wall. You have to have both that clay, the mortar, and the stone bricks in your inventory. So, you know, everything is a huge process. And I think for the timber walls, what was it? The wooden beams, I believe. And I forget the other materials you needed. But you have to chop down the trees. You have to turn them into beams and stuff like that. And this place is the village of Novus Ursus. Novus Ursus. Can we get inside? So they have a little crafting area here. What do we have over here? And Bun Funk, you guys are going to do that next season. And Viking says, then you have the light sources in the waters, like the boys. And I know I'm pronouncing that weird, but we did have that debate one time, and I checked on the dictionary, and you can pronounce it that way as well. I don't remember the correct way. So you're going to do it on Harmony. Nice, nice. And Old Crazy Uncle, you can't believe that you've never heard of this game till now. Well, I'll tell you, Old Crazy Uncle, that's exactly the reaction I had when I first discovered Wurm. So I've been playing this now for 7.5 years, really. And my reaction was like, holy hell, how did I not know about Wurm before? This is everything I've been looking for, and I've happily been here ever since. Nasty old croc, let's take him down. Are there any guards in the area? Let's just see. And I don't even have my armor on. There's 2 crocs here, in fact. Let me just run away quickly and put my armor on, because I forgot what we were actually swimming. So having armor is very, very important. There. That should be better. Oh, Birchwood Wildcat Hideout. So there might be some wildcats in this area. Not sure if there's any guards. We'll see. Not seeing a guard tower anywhere close. And Vergent says, yes, in Valheim you can put up and tear down walls and roofs with no concern other than available resources. In Wurm it takes time to get the materials, build the walls, and even takes time to take down the walls, with no return of resources, yeah. Or else you can just demolish the house as well in just one go. Which has always felt strange to me, by the way. Does anyone agree that it's kind of weird that you can just demolish your whole house in one, like, click of the button, but then to actually take down a wall is a lot of work. It feels counterproductive somehow. And it looks awesome, says Old Crazy Uncle. Yeah. Oh yes, there is a rift. That's right. There is a rift going on. And let's just butcher this guy for his meat. And J-Popper, 6 years ago, you'd never heard of Wurm. Found it googling MMO farming and fishing. Really, J-Popper? That's... I thought... Why did I somehow think that you had been playing Wurm for much longer than I had? So we got some... yeah, that's good that we did butcher this guy, because I needed some game meat for sure. I think we're just gonna bury the rest. So Viking, one thing that we can do is we can use a catapult to demolish a house as well. And of course, if you want to just demolish a house, it's best to, of course, just use the button. But then, to demolish the fences, you can actually use a catapult. And Big Sizzle, you found Wurm when you were searching for muds. Interesting. And J-Popper, Friday is your 6-year anniversary, actually. Aww. Let's try some of these special moves here. Now that they did the... Or has it? No, it's still in testing, that's right. They're testing out the new, like, or like the changes to the special moves. So I'd be very curious to hear, old crazy uncle. I would be curious to hear, like, what is the thing that, when you're watching me stream this, what is the thing that's sort of like astonishing you, or like surprising you the most, that you're sort of like impressed by, or that is having an impact on your thoughts here? There we go. Let's butcher this guy as well. It looks like she can handle the crocodiles pretty easily these days. That would not have been the case still a few months ago. I need to get myself some more water, by the way. And let's go check out this house here. So I got a little well, which I can actually drink from if I want to. Let's just open that. There's some water inside. And this game also has water divination, by the way. So this well, so it's not like you can just build a well and plonk it on the ground. I mean, this is a player-built well, obviously, because the game doesn't like have any items in it until the players actually build them. But you have to use water divination to find water sources in the ground, which I think is such a cool mechanic. I find it quite like fun to actually look for the water sources. You have to use a pendulum for that, and then you go around using the pendulum, and it will tell you if you're getting closer or farther away from a water source. And it's sort of like you strike gold if you find a spot that's really working well with your your house. For instance, this location on this tile, so this tile has water, and that water is seeping into the well and filling it up. And if I drink water from this well, it's going to replenish itself eventually. And the cool thing is that this location of this well is very, very nice for the house. Like, it's a works beautifully together. But sometimes you might find a water source that's maybe not in such a convenient location. Like for instance, maybe your tile is up here, and who wants to put a well up there, right? So they sort of struck gold with this location here. And it could be, of course, that they first did the water divination to find the location and then built their house based on the location of the water tile. I think we did, yeah, we already checked this, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, so where are we going to go next? Can we get into the mine? No, the mine doors are locked. And then the guard towers are kind of cool. So you can build this guard tower. It takes a while to build it though, because it requires, oh, that's a rare one. You see how it's glowing? So guard towers, they will spawn once you have it up and built. I mean, you need lots and lots of stone bricks and stuff like that for that. But once it's built, it will spawn these guards that will hang around on your in the area. And you can give them a command to kill stuff if mobs come by. And here's the cool thing is that since everything is improved in Wurm, the quality of it is improved. So let's just see. So everything, the quality of everything goes from 0 to 100. So let's just see. This is a quality 56. So wasn't it, guys, so that this is going to spawn 5 guards? And then since it's a rare one, it's actually glowing rare one, it spawns an extra guard, right? That's a very rare thing to see, is a rare guard tower. So this person really struck it lucky with, in the process of either building or improving this guard tower, it went rare on them. So it's a random chance for an item to go rare when you're building it or improving it. So yeah, that's another cool mechanic in the game. And Jincheko, you built a well and then you just moved it every 30 minutes to find water. Oh, you just moved it from one tile to another until you found one where the water started to seep in. That's an interesting way to do it. And here we were already visiting. I'm not sure why we're coming through here again. I guess because, yeah, I realized that we're going in the wrong direction. Can I get through these gates? And there seems to be, I think there's some guards around here. We can just sick the guards on this guy because, yeah, I can get through. Let's go up here. So Vergent says, quality and rarity of tower determines number of guards limited to 5 plus rarity on PvE. So is that a total of 6 then, Vergent? Oh. So they got a nice little house going here, but there's no decorations yet. I like the design of that though. So six max, right. Oh, it started to rain. And this highway, ooh, that's a champion. Venerable Champion Black Wolf. Let's give it a go. It should be pretty easy for me to take it down though. Let's put on my sleep bonus as well, just to get a better skill gain while killing this thing. Alright, Vergent, so you could potentially have... So you get, like, seriously, so if you get your guard tower to fantastic, you get 3 extra guards? Wow, that's amazing. Dujonsa says, tame it and bring it home. Should we? I'm not sure if she can tame it. Let me just stop that. Let me stop and... I do have a lot of meat with me. Let me just remove my... let me heal up. I mean, I haven't tried to tame a champion before. I've tried to tame... I've tamed like just the normal ones, but we can try. That would be kind of cool to take it home, I guess. I don't think I have a creature cage with me though. That's the we would have to run along the mainland and take it all the way home, which isn't a problem. Oh, it affects everything except fighting skill, really? So this is a complete waste then. Don't you go anywhere now, Wolfie. I'm gonna try and tame you. I didn't know that, Jinjeko. Or maybe somebody has mentioned that, but I just forgot. Okay, Wolf. Let's grab some of that meat from the saddle sacks. Let's grab... Oh, now we have a bear after us. Get out of here, brown bear. Don't mess with my plans. Let's not let this guy escape. Okay, now let's remove the... Let's just heal this up a bit from that fight. Is he still there? He is. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Oh, he's venerable, but I could care for him, couldn't I? So that he doesn't die on us. So venerable is that, so all the animals age, plants and everything ages in the game. So that means he's on his last legs right now. He's about to like kick the bucket because he's so old. But if I care for him, he will not die if I do manage to tame him. So let's just see how this goes now. So he's attacking me. I took my weapons off and we'll try and tame. Let's assign a key to this, like G. And now we can see the progress bar. Taming. Let's try again. We failed. He is big, yeah, he's a champion, so the champions are always gigantic in this game. Let's keep an eye on our like health as well. Maybe he doesn't like the fact that I'm actually trying to tame him with canine meat. Meat from his brothers. Oh man. A nice pelt he will make, says Viking. Let's see if we can get him tamed first. I am taking quite a bit of damage. Uh-oh. And J-Popper, your champion wolf is over 5 years old now. This is nostalgic. Yeah, I've never tamed a champion, guys, before. Even though I've played this game, I'm gonna have to go tame. I mean, heal. Because this is getting dangerous now. I've never tamed a champion before, believe it or not. Never, ever. This is gonna be like a first time for me if we manage to get him like tamed. Let's just try not to lose track of him though. So there he is. Let's get him on the road. And let me just get myself like healed up a bit. Oh, now we have a spider after us as well. Nice method. Beat it over the head with a piece of meat. I know, right? Okay, let's get this guy out of the way. I wonder if they're harder to tame if they're damaged. Like that weapon, that wolf, of course, I had already started to attack it when you guys suggested like taming it. So I wonder if it has a bad impact on the success rate of getting it tamed. Okay, that guy is taken out of the way. And let's just continue healing ourselves. He's looking at me, licking his chops, thinking, oh, now we have a bear after us as well. Old hardened brown bear. But we can use him to heal up a bit because, of course, my weapons have life transfer enchantment on them. So the HP will be stolen from the bear and it will be given to me on random chance. And Vergant says, you have a better chance at taming him than you did on Turn's first taming attempt. Champ unicorn that wandered into the yard. Oh my goodness. And unicorns are pretty dangerous for like a new player, aren't they? This guy is coming over here, but we're gonna go back over here. Just get out of the range. And then just heal up a bit. You gained a bit of first aid skill. I can imagine. One sec, guys. I'm not sure if I, when I turned off the mic there for a moment, I wonder if I raised the volume of the music and the game by mistake, because my mouse was kind of like moving erratically. Just let me know, guys, if the music is like louder now. I feel like I might have moved it by mistake, because I couldn't really see properly. I was trying to do it on my other monitor there. Stonemain asks, what food needed for the unicorn to be tamed? And Jujansa says, grass can be used for that. Okay, now let's just remove our weapons so that she doesn't end up killing the wolf anymore. And take out a piece of meat. Tame. Oh, I should put defensive stance, shouldn't I? Let me just go over here and just run over here quickly and put defensive stance. Oh, it went now. I guess I shouldn't I? I'm not sure if that's helping in the taming situation to have defensive stance. Good evening, Deviant. Welcome on into the stream. We're playing some Wurm Online here. We're going on a little adventure to an area of the game I've never been to before. And I'm trying to tame a champion wolf that I found here in the forest. I've never tamed a champion in a worm before, and now it's really giving me a bad beating here. I'm not sure if I have enough skill, guys. My taming is not the best. And Deviant, you've been here for quite a while. Originally came from another channel, but never said anything until now. Well, welcome on into the stream, Deviant. Do you just beat a wolf with raw meat? Well, she's not really trying to beat. It's more like she's just react. Oh man, I'm gonna die. Let me grab my horse and we'll go off and heal for a bit. Because that wolf is not happy at all. Oh, lag, lag, lag. He is not happy. So she's not really trying to beat him with the meat, although it sort of looks that way visually. It's more like her defensive like actions make it look she's holding the meat in her hand for the taming. Oh, there's a baby. Look at that, a tiny little baby wolf as well. Huh. You don't usually see them that small. That's an adolescent one. Oh, that's a good idea, Tuxie. I should drop my tent, shouldn't I? Let's get out the old tent. So if I do end up dying... Oh, where did it go? If I do end up dying... Drop on ground. There we go. If I end up dying, then I can just spawn at my tent. Always good to have a tent with you. And this little adolescent... Look at how tiny this adolescent guy is. Let's just try taking him down with the sickles. Let's see if we can do some healing. Get that healing effect from the sickles. Yeah, there, you see that? This little guy is super easy to take down. And then we won't have to use our cotton to heal so much. Yeah, I should lead the horse first, so I don't have to go and try and grab it later on. Yeah, I could just hop on if need be. You're right. Yeah, for sure. Need to tenderize the taming food somehow, says Rurgent. And Tuxie, you saw a young troll the other day. It was so tiny and adorable. I've seen one like... I think I've seen one during one of our streams about a year ago. And it was tiny indeed. They were quite cute. Look how cute it is. Let's kill it. Well, I mean, he came and attacked me. And it's getting us some nice healing going here as well. Please tell me. Yeah, I still have a lot of cotton going on here. There. Now let's heal up again. Uh-oh, he's starting to trot off. Oh, now he noticed me. He's a fierce one. I mean, he is a venerable champion wolf, so, you know, he has seen a lot of life. He's been around the block, this guy. He's been living in the forests, terrorizing the locals his entire life. And somehow just the fact that he's a venerable and the oldest, like, age that an animal can be in the game kind of makes him feel even more significant. Like, he's like the old king of the forest. If we can get him tamed, like I see a sort of role-playing like element to that, or like that there's like something kind of cool about that, you know? And I'll check your questions there, Deviant, in a bit. Let me just get this done here. Let's just go off for a moment and before he comes over there. And let me just properly check what you guys were saying. So Deviant is asking, so this is one of the older MMOs, right? Yeah, this is 15 years old. You never played it and you barely heard about it. You played Ultima Online, Dark Age of Camelot, WoW, Guild Wars 1 and 2, with Dark Age of Camelot keeping you the longest. Nowadays you play games like Warhammer End Times and Vermintide. Well, I'll tell you, Deviant, we have a very similar background. So, just the mention of Ultima Online alone. So I started Ultima Online in 1999. I played it for 13 years, but I also played Dark Age of Camelot. I only dabbled very quickly with Guild Wars 1, but I played quite a bit of Guild Wars 2. Played, of course, I mean, who hasn't played World of Warcraft as well? Never played Warhammer myself. Anyhow, the way that I found this game originally was when I was running a guild in Guild Wars 2. We got a new member, and the member was kind of concerned about how much he's going to be able to be online. He was like asking me if he's going to be booted from the guild if he's not online so much. He said that that actually his main MMO sort of is his main focus, and Guild Wars is only something he sort of plays on the side. And I said, that's no problem at all. We didn't have any rules about attendance. You could come and go as you liked. But I was curious, and so I asked him, and of course you guys, a lot of you have heard this story a million times over, but I have to tell it. So yeah, I asked him, like, so if you're not so interested in Guild Wars 2, and this is just like a side thing, what's the main game that you play? And then he said, Wurm Online. And I was like, Wurm Online? I've never heard of Wurm Online. What is that? And then he asked me, well, have you played Ultima Online? And I said, have I played Ultima Online? I love Ultima Online. It's literally the best MMO I've ever played. And I've been searching for a replacement for WoW, for UO for like years and years, and the only reason I didn't play it anymore was because, I mean, after 13 years, there's only, you get tired, basically. Let's grab some more of this meat. Also, not only do you get tired, but I actually lost all of my stuff due to a bug in Ultima Online, so I kind of lost my heart to play it. But yeah, let's go lead the horse, by the way, this time. So that we can escape if need be. And so he said, well, and we talked about good old Ultimate Online times for a bit, and then he said, well, yeah, well, I play Wurm because it sort of is, it offers a lot of the stuff that that Ultima Online did. It's sort of like a 3D version of Ultima Online in a way. And so my interest peaked, of course, and he invited me to, he said, well, it's free to play. Just log on, come and visit me in the game, and I'll take you on a tour. I'll take you on a ride in my ship, and we could go and have a look around. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. You can make your own ship in the game? And he was like, oh, yes, you can. You make it from all the bits and pieces. And so it sounded enticing, and before you know it, I had logged on to the game, and we were sailing around in his ship, and then he was telling me about the different weather, how the weather changes, how the times of day change, how the seasons change, and we ended up a lot of fog came seeping in. And we got lost in the fog at sea, and he was really stressed out because he really wanted to get me, he wanted us to sail over to his place so he could show me like his settlement, and show me all the cool stuff you could do in the game. And he was kind of worried that I was going to get bored because we had been stuck in his ship for about an hour. But I wasn't bored at all. I was just fascinated, and just being lost in the fog at sea made me fall in love with Wurm right there on the spot, actually. I'm not having very good luck with this taming business, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tame this guy, because I don't have very high taming skill. to be honest. And I'm starting to die again. We gotta escape. Go, 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 go. Yeah, he's a tough one, guys. He is. Let me just check how much. Well, first of all, I'm gonna heal up, and then we're gonna check. I'm gonna check how much skill is needed for taming a. So is it like, if in the case of a champion, do you need higher skill to tame a champion compared to like a. Let's just check from Wurmpedia. Taming. Or hold on, taming table. Tameable. So so wolves require you need 0.5 skill to. Surely I have like 5 skill. Let me just check here. What is my taming skill? Taming. So my taming skill is 8.68, so I should be able to tame him basically, technically. But I'm just wondering if champions are harder to tame than the normal ones. Oh, I'm still in defensive stance, but that's a good thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, you meant for the fight when we were killing that other mob. Yeah. And Deviant, 1999 was when you got the internet. And Jincheko, you were playing EverQuest back then. Yeah, I tried EverQuest only very briefly, just like for literally like an hour, but it wasn't. I was playing Ultima Online at the time, so I didn't find EverQuest very interesting because I was so engrossed in UO. So let's just lead this guy, and we'll try again. We're gonna end up using all this meat to try and tame this guy, but I'm kind of obsessed with getting him tamed now, to be quite honest. I kind of want to do this thing. And Deviant, you only played WoW for 4 months when it was released. And amazing back then, yeah. 1999 was busy with Counter-Strike because everyone was playing that, right? And Vergent, on a side note, you found this channel by following a story about some crazy person recreating Ultima in a Wurm. That's right, the Ultima Nostalgia Project. Man, I wonder if I will ever continue working on that. I seem to always get distracted by other things. And now that Wurm looks so different, it might be like really hard to play Wurm Unlimited anymore. Hello there, Commentary. Welcome on into the stream. You believe the older they are, the harder they are to tame, and champions are even harder, right? It's still allowing me to attempt, though. So if your skill is too low, does it even allow you to attempt? Ooh, he's doing a lot of damage again. And Ontirg, I'm in the northeast corner right now. So you have 25 taming now, Ontirg. Nice. That's good progress. Oh man. Yeah, do you guys think it's gonna be like, I mean, we can try one more time. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. We will draw the line once all of the meat has been consumed that we gathered, okay? If I'm still not able to tame it after using up all of that meat, then we know it's just not meant for us. We know that the king of the forest wants to stay in the forest. It doesn't want to come to some stuffy like settlement somewhere. Never give up, says old crazy uncle. I know, right? Yeah, I'm pretty stubborn. And actually this is a game I love because I am very stubborn with this gaming stuff. So I like to do things the hard way. I like to do things from scratch. So this kind of game really, really appeals to me actually. So the chart lists young champ wolves at 15, right. Thank you for the follow, Deviant. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. 15 skill, right, and if I have 8 skill right now in taming, then it's pretty much impossible, isn't it? I wonder if there's some small chance though, or is it like clearly that like there's absolutely no chance whatsoever? And Buntfunk says, don't get tamed, wolf. You will be a pug who can barely breathe through his nose in no time. Oh man, yeah. Well, at least we're getting some first aid and healing skill gain, if nothing else. Okay, okay, wolf. Let me just grab the rest of the meat here. Oh, I don't want to use my pork. We're not going to use that, but we can use this other stuff. So once we run out of the meat, if he's still not tame, then that's that then. Is it a male or a female? It is it's a male. Let's try some of this feline meat. It might like to eat some kitty cat meat here. Yeah, I'm not going to get into breeding the champions at all, Du Jensen. No, 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 no. I just think it would be a cool thing to get this, like, this king of the forest back home to guard the deed, you know? He doesn't like the seasoning. Oh, shit. Oh, getting bad, getting bad. He's a fierce one, that is for sure. Now, if I wanted to kill him, I could kill him easy peasy with my sickles. That's no problem. But taming him seems to be pretty tricky. Let's not lose sight of him as well. Our first aid is 37. Healing is 19. J. Popper says, the forest lived in peace and harmony until someone took away its guardian. Then everything went downhill. Aww. I like to think of it this way, that he has been harassing newbies who run along this road. And we're taking a menace out of the road system here. We only have 3.8 kilograms of cotton left, by the way. So either the meat is going to end soon, or else the cotton is. And Deviant, it makes you think of that Within Temptation song. Within Temptation. I don't think I'm familiar with that song. So, Deviant, you were saying here earlier on, let me just check here. Yeah, so nowadays you're playing Warhammer Ends Times. Yeah, so what's Warhammer like? Is it it's very much a PvP MMO, isn't it? This game has like PvE and PvP servers. I play just on the PvE servers myself. Okay, let's go over here. And lead our horse. And let's try this. Let's try this again. Oh, it's a metal band, right, that made that song. Blew up somewhere early 2000s on MTV, right. So it's a PvE game, looter game. You have 4 classes to choose from, and you try to get the best gear. Oh, I see. Vergent, yay, lava finally flowed 1 tile. About time, been a month or so. So what have you been doing, Vergent, to get lava? I've never dealt with lava really, other than like unintentionally stepping on a lava tile once. We're taking lots of damage as usual. Uh-oh. Are there people like chatting here in local, or... No, that was on Freedom Chat. Oh, time to escape once again. Don't go into the forest, champion wolf. He's taking me very much to the brink of my death here. Oh, it looks like he was really, really attacking my right leg there. Just my legs for some reason. I guess it must have been the position I was standing in. Yeah, he didn't attack the upper parts at all. And Vergent, you got an eruptor, meditation power. Hard part is waiting for the lava to actually flow. Interesting. Gatling says, Vergent, you can freeze lava. No need to wait for it to turn to stone. So what do you do with the lava? .1 kilograms of cotton left. Uh-oh. Don't go, Wolfie, don't go. We need to get you tamed. Don't escape. Oh, no. Oh, here he comes. I was afraid he was going to go up climbing the mountain. And then he'd be really, I wouldn't have been able to access him at all. Oh, now we've got a bear after us as well. We better get the sickles out. Okay, I'm going to try him one more time, guys. And if we don't get him killed in one more go, then I'm going to give up. I have a feeling it's probably impossible to tame him at my low, taming level. Oh no, another bear as well. Good grief. Where did you bears all come from suddenly? Oh, to get rid of useless veins, right? Huh. And Vergent, you're using it for terraforming, not resource management. Interesting. Yeah, I've never dealt with the lava stuff myself. Oh, that's true. I mean, we could do a prediction as well, J Popper. Will cats get the champion wolf tamed or not? It's kind of late. We should have get the prediction set up like earlier on. Not really useful to do it at this point. Oh, still on defensive, yeah. Let's turn on aggressive. Thanks, Stu Jensen. Yeah. Keep forgetting to switch it. Because I normally I don't actually change the stances whatsoever. I just keep it on aggressive at all times. So that was explaining why I was going so slowly. That made a huge difference. As soon as we went to aggressive, went down much quicker. Okay, now let's do some last heals. We're going to take one more attempt and then we're going to be off if this doesn't work. And we'll just leave him to live in peace in the forests. I don't have the heart to actually kill him. If we get him tamed, or if we're not able to tame him, I'm going to be respectful towards this wolf and accept the fact that he is truly the king of his forest here and let him live you know, his days in his how would you say, his old days here. Okay, now last attempt, guys. It would be very cool to take him home, but I guess on the other hand, you know, he wouldn't be able to he wouldn't be this magical like creature that you sort of bump into when you go into the forest anymore either, would he? So let's try and tame. See what happens. I wonder if getting up on higher ground... Oh, we need to put the defensive back on. I wonder if getting up on higher ground helps so that we don't take so much damage when taming. Does anyone know? Or is that only like for doing damage? And Deviant says, that's a very good attitude. Positive vibes, his old crazy uncle. And you know what I should do? I should probably queue up a few of these taming actions. The intruder banished, the forest returned to its peace and harmony under the glorious reign of its guardian. That's right. Well, if nothing else, then this wolf sure has had a feast of meat after all that butchering I did. Taming is exhausting, you're too tired now. Huh. So what's that message about, guys? I'm too exhausted to tame? I wasn't getting that message earlier on. Is there some like maximum amount of attempts that you can have? Out of stamina says Tuxie, but we were still doing attempts with much less stamina, I think. Well, let's just try. Not easily pleased. Yeah. And can you tame when you're on horseback? Let's see what happens. You need to be on solid ground. Oh, I'm almost dead, aren't I? Ouch, I should have led the horse. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this guy alone, guys. I respect you, Wolf. You have shown your strength and your fierceness to the world, and you refuse to be tamed. So I'll let you live your years in peace here in the forest, and respectfully leave you alone. We need to go get ourselves healed up, though, badly. We need to grab that tent with... Well, let me just heal up first. Can I get out of the range of that wolf first? Yeah, I only have 1 kilogram of cotton left anyhow. And I really need to get a drink of water. Yeah, let's put back to aggressive now. Yeah, I put it on defensive just while we were taming, thinking it might like help a little bit with not taking so much damage. Call the guards. No! No, let's let him live in peace. Do we have any serious wounds here? Or can we just let them all heal on their own? Yeah, they don't look too bad. Let's just go grab that tent, and then we shall be off. And maybe we could go see where this goes, this little tunnel here. Let's just pick this up quickly. There we go, got our tent. And let's see if that tunnel actually like is a tunnel through the mountain or not. Or is it just like a little local mine? That's right, Divine, that's right. Yeah, I think this is just like a mine for... Or it could be. It could be a tunnel going through. Let's go see. So people make tunnels to go through mountains so that you can, instead of having to climb over the mountain to get to an area, you can just simply go through the little tunnel that they've made. And we should oh, that's the end of it. Oh well. We should probably equip these sickles. So next what we're going to do is we're going to try and like find that spot that is on the map, and we'll go and plant the sign, and then we're going to wrap up the stream after that. So if those of you who are seeing Wurm for the very first time or have like piqued an interest in this, you still have a chance to ask your questions before we wrap up tonight. Let's just go... Am I going in the right direction? Let's see. We need to go east. West, I mean. Yes, west. That's good. And there's another pig, by the way. We could use this to also heal. Oh, I should put that meat back into the saddle sacks just so it's not weighing me down also. And bury that corpse. So when you bury corpses in Wurm, there's a small chance you will get a little bit of money from that. No luck this time though. Viking says, Holy Mother of Badger, Thursday FDev will have a stream with Odyssey gameplay, just saying. Ooh, so the devs are going to be streaming some Elite Dangerous and showing off the Odyssey update. Nice. Might have to catch that. Very much looking forward, of course, to the Odyssey update in Elite Dangerous. And it has been delayed a little bit due to the corona situation, but they're still working on it. And am I still going west? Let's see. Northwest. We need to go this way. Another pig. And so you might be wondering, if you've never played Wurm, why, Cats, are you obsessed with killing the pigs? And the reason for that is because I like to make these pizzas, that affinity pizzas, and one of the ingredients for pizzas is a strip of bacon. And obviously, you can only get bacon by using pork meat, and you have to salt it with some salt. And that is the reason. No pineapples on the pizza. I put pineapple on my pizzas. I don't know about you guys. But a little bit of sweetness to balance the saltiness is really good. The eternal pineapple debate. I don't see why there's any need for a debate at all. Isn't it self-evident that pineapple rocks on a pizza? Now don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a nice pepperoni and bell pepper and mushroom pizza as much as anyone else. And for that kind of pizza, maybe not have the pineapple, but Source Spring, guys. Oh my gosh, this is the first time in all of my years of playing Wurm that I've found a Source Spring. This is the first time ever. So what is the system with this now, guys? You can drink it, right? Open. So there's source weight of is. So is this something that replenishes, right? Yeah, it's a historic moment for sure, Meridian. So how does this work? Is this something like, do people like build little houses around the source spring, or how do they, what do you do when you find a source spring? Oh, that's what the wolf was guarding, perhaps. So you just drink it, but isn't it something that replenishes more? It will replenish, need a container. Does it replenish immediately or over time? Just drink it? Okay. And this will give us, what does it give us again? Was it karma? Let's check our karma rating here. 1035 karma. And let's see what we have once we drink this. Oh, it just removed itself. What? Is that how it works? What did I say? 1035? Now I have 1062. There was something I remembered about it replenishing. Oh, is that how it used to work, Jensen, back in the day? So they don't replenish anymore. Oh, I see, I see. But that was the first time I've ever come across one of those. And I don't know what motivated me to actually like right-click it. So how common are those supposed to be? Maybe I just haven't been... Maybe I just need to be mousing over all the rock formations, and I just haven't been mousing over them enough. It was changed a few months back, right? We found a little deed here. Here's a good example of this. So this is probably a new player, and they've found a gorgeous little spot. I mean, look at how beautiful this spot is here on the shore. What a beautiful little spot they have. A view of the mountains, the lake. And what this person has achieved, so they got a little, is it just like a little 1x1 house? They probably have a bed inside. Yeah, they have a bed. So when you sleep in the bed, you get sleep bonus, which will allow you to get higher skill gain. And then they fenced in, is this deeded? This is within the village of Unholy Ground, so they've been smart enough to deed this, claim it for themselves, and they've got a little mine going over here. They've built a simple mine door for that, a wooden one, and then they're keeping all of their stuff inside this like fenced area to keep it safe. And then another pig over there. Lots of pigs in this area. So what this person has achieved, so if you were to start Wurm like right now, what this person has achieved could be done in about a week's time, I would say. Maybe even shorter if you played a lot. Well, actually there's a guard tower. The guard tower is going to take some work. But other than like all this other stuff, I would say about a week's work. And that's a very healthy little start to playing the game. What a lovely little spot they have, my goodness. And what we need to do, guys, is we need to find, I was looking for the shore, because we need to find this spot to plant our sign.
How did we get onto your stream?
Oh, must be logic.
It must be. So now what we're going to do is, I wonder if I can lead this pig. You start leading an aged pig. Let's just take the pig with us. So when you find like animals in the wild, you can actually like the domestic ones like cows and bulls and bison and sheep and pigs, you can just lead away if you want to slaughter them somewhere else. So I think we found the right shore, guys. So if we look at the map, we're pretty much in this little area here. We're in the right spot. So now we just need to find a spot that to plant our sign that's not going to be like a pain in the butt for the people who live here. So I don't want to be intrusive with my sign, you know. So somebody lives over here. So that's Vivander's cottage. Did this other person rename their house also? Let's see. I wonder if they're friends and they've decided to like set up like a life here together on the shore next to one another. So this place is called Unholy Sun's Shed. So it could be a couple of friends decided to come here together. And yeah, I feel like planting the sign here would be a little bit invasive because their places are so close by. Let me just see if there's a spot here above. Definitely putting a watchtower meridian in your place when you can. Totally your jam. Yeah, the watchtowers are cool. And they've got a little fenced area here. Not sure what that... Maybe they keep like animals in there sometimes. So if we go up here somewhere, maybe just plant this sign somewhere over here. I don't think this is going to be in anyone's way. Let's plant it right here. That should be okay. So, sign and plant. And hello, Sapphire. Good to see you. It has been a long time. How have you been? How is it hanging? Asks Sap. Things are going great, Sapphire. I have a new character on the server of Melody, and she has a project going on. What we're building together with the Factional Fight Brothers, Sap, is this Sandstone City. And I can just show some screenshots. So this is the one that's on the test server that I made for the Wurm trailer. So I just used GM tools. I made this in like 3 days with GM tools. But of course, building this in you know, in the sort of the actual situation with just like a normal player, it's going to take years for us to build this thing. But it's going to be glorious once it's finished, and I'm hoping that lots of people move in and create businesses and shops, and you'll have people like walking along the sidewalks and yeah, that's the project I have going on in Wurm right now, and I'm also playing a lot of Valheim now. Completely addicted to that. And so what's going on with your life, Sapphire? So, KatsPurr / Safarina was here March 2nd, 2021. We have left our little bit of history right there. And I think this is the perfect spot here to wrap up the stream, guys. I'll start moseying back over to my ship. And I hope it's been interesting for those of you who have never seen Wurm before. Yeah, I do stream Wurm every single Tuesday. We go on a different adventure, choose a different spot on the map. And that looks awesome. Thanks, Sap. And you've been doing a lot well. Well, basically nothing. So are you playing any games right now, Sap? What are you entertaining yourself with these days? And let's just look at this beautiful view as we're sort of saying our goodbyes here. Yeah, I'm afraid you just came when the stream was ending, Sap. We've been going for hours now, looking for, just exploring this northeastern corner of the Melody server. Exalted view indeed, says Deviant. Yes. And the cool thing, Deviant, about this game is you're able to freely explore every nook and cranny of the game. And thank you so much for the follow, Slapstick. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself here. And Sap, you've been playing some World War II online, a little bit of Unturned, and some War Thunder, right? Sounds like a lot of PvP games. Not that I know anything about those, but they sound very much that way. Yeah. Schoolwork and Discord friends, right. Have you tried Valheim? It seems like everyone is obsessed with that. It's a very fun little game, and everyone seems to be playing that right now. Anyhow, guys, we are going to wrap up here. I thank you all for hanging out with us on this little Wurm adventure. And I will be streaming some Valheim tomorrow, so hope to see some of you there. If I don't, I hope the rest of you all have a great rest of your week. And, well, I wish a good week for everyone, of course. Yeah, I'll talk to you all very, very soon. And let's just see if there's someone we would like to raid. Let me just get my browser open